Feeling kinda down, I've been on guns around and in a row. Can I get a row? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a row. Can I get a row? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit. When Emery's live with those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a row? You can get a row. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. You can get a row. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a row. Can I get a row? You can get a row. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a row? You can get a row. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a row. Can I get a row? You can get a row. Row. Row.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, YouTube. I think I'm live on Facebook anyway. I think. Yes, I am. Don't know if there's a chat on there. I can't see it. How's everybody doing? Who have we got in? We've got Holly, Catherine Lawrence, Denise Flood, the Haggisman, Susan Hornby, Margaret Kieran, Jet Judson, Christian, Margaret Kieran, Susan Hornby, Richard Larson, Megan behind Blue Eyes. We've got Snow. Unlucky. We haven't. We never get Snow. Grim Soul Taker, Miss Kelly, Wendy Woo, Calandra, Clay Sassy Pants, Damien Tatham, something like that. Spans Christian, Amy and Ozzy, Juanita George, Clay Sassy Bay Pants. Wait, no, Clay Bay Sassy Pants. Not Sassy Bay Pants, that'd be stupid. Why would a bay have pants? Not even Winnie the Pooh wears them. Afternoon, Will Lloyd. What's up, Beardo, the biggest weirdo? I'm not that big. Beardo, you said my full name right. Listen, I never, ever get names wrong. Ever. Mrs. Bob the Beard, good afternoon. How you doing? Don't forget to hit that like. You tell him, Judith. You tell him. Katie W, good afternoon. Mrs. Bob the Beard, how you doing? How's Ghost? Did I call your dog Snow the other day instead of Ghost? I think I might have. I'm an idiot. Tatham, let's not have the Vicky Emming saga. Hey, listen. I never once referred to Vicky Emming as Vicky Minge. Just saying. What was that? I heard a bling bling. Bling bling. Tim Justice, thank you for the follow on Facebook. Appreciate you. Right, I don't know if anyone's actually... Julie D and Tim Justice, thank you for liking the live stream. I don't know if there's any chat there because I can't see a live chat. Community standards. Facebook. Oh, there we go. KCJ Keith on Facebook. How you doing? Hello there. Simon Stevens in Australia. Hello. Alexis Artemis Greenhoward the First. How you doing? PNC History. How are you doing? Para History even. Katie W. Jennifer Hebner. Giuseppe Stromboli. Ghost is being a noisy ghost. He's found his back. Oh dear. KCJ Keith. Appreciate you over on Facebook. Ghost has been... I miss having a dog. And then my son came over last week with his dog. And it didn't help things because it was such a well-behaved dog. Oh, Gillian Daniels, hello to you. It's like... Mrs. Geek works ridiculous hours. All days of the week. I'm always out here. It wouldn't be fair to have one. I don't know. May teach the kids to bark. Ollie, hello. So, I believe tonight, the Paranormal Monkey podcast has got an episode with Kenny Biddle, where they'll be doing double standards in the paranormal. I do wonder how far they're going to go with that. Because it's got the ability to piss absolutely everybody off, haven't it? Awesome Facebook photo, Beardo, like you just got out of prison. Hey, listen, people keep making me look bald and no beard with AI. It's freaky. Ingrid, hello to you over on the Facebook. Appreciate you coming in. Dogs are the best, but we need to have time for them. Yeah, I'd love to have a dog, but it wouldn't be fair on said dog. Lulu, hello over on Facebook. Loopy Lulu. Dogs. Yeah, it's a shame I don't have the time for it because I wouldn't be able to do investigations and stuff if Mrs. Geek was working. And I try to time them when she is working, so I'm at home when she is. It don't always work, but I try. But I've had Paranormal Location reach out to me this week. They want to go back with Mike from Real Evidence. They want two debunkers to go there with the building owners and see what can be debunked and to see if we do actually get anything, which is cool. The AI stuff the AI stuff people are doing now. Wow. Jackie Edge on Facebook, hello to you. Better not be knocking my door now. Do you know what? I've tried to record 2 videos today and people keep knocking my door and I think a truck's just turned up. I hope it fits in a box because I'm not getting up. I'm fat and I'm lazy. The Ring doorbell thing on my phone. I don't know. That's a big truck. Can't be for me. I haven't ordered anything. Louise, thank you for the 20 stars. Is that like... Dan Johnston, hello to you on Facebook. Louise, what's the stars thing? Is that like super chats on YouTube, is it? I have no idea what... I've only ever gone live once on Facebook before. I get to stay the whole Beardo. My dad was at dialysis yesterday because of the snow, so you get me the whole live. Lucky you. Oh dear Lord. Send help. Megan's been left unattended. Yeah, it's a shame we don't have time for a dog, but it is what it is. But I wouldn't be... I wouldn't have a dog because it'd be mean to the dog. That makes sense. Stars is the monetization on Facebook. Right, got it. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you for the 20 stars. I'm a star. It's all your fan mail. Dan, I don't know about that. I don't think the postman likes me after this morning. I sat down, the second knock on or the second press of the Ring doorbell, and I answered it, and I thought I'd hung up, and I didn't, as I stomped out of the room, like, for fuck's sake, always when I'm streaming, can you wait 10 minutes? Opened the door, and he was like, well, sorry, and handed me a parcel. That wasn't even for me, so F him. When the old pet owners were that smart for getting a pet? True. I don't know, it just shows a star at the bottom, so I pressed it and sent them. Fair. Did you input your bank details, Lou? You might want to be careful just pressing stuff. Facebook's weird. Dan Johnston. Dan Johnston with the 50 stars. Activate the stars party. What's that? I'm pressing it. I'm pressing it. It doesn't do anything. I don't know what it is. By the way, what's your opinion on the fact that Trump is releasing certain UFO files? Would you take that serious or think it's a distraction? Absolutely nailed it, eh? Remember back in the day when a certain president got caught being noshed off under his desk and suddenly Michael Jackson had another kid in his house? That's what they're doing now. Epstein Files has dropped. Trump's name is all over it. Aliens! Look over there. That's in my opinion, that's what's going on there. Facebook stars are virtual, monetizable tokens. Viewers buy to tip and support content creators during live videos, reels, and other posts. Each star is worth 1 cent. Well, I appreciate the cents or pennies, whatever they are. I really do. Poor Weird Fox is saying final goodbye to a dog cookie. Oh no! See, that's the other thing that puts me off getting another dog. When our Siren went, I broke my fucking heart. Horrible. Apparently, people are talking to Mother Teresa. Do you know what? Mother Teresa may have been a nice woman, but if she was still alive now, I could imagine what her message would be. Behave, you pricks. 100 stars a quid. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate it. Everything on the news is a distraction these days. I mean, all of the names and all of the stuff that's come out in these Epstein files. Why is it only Prince Andrew that's been arrested? And even he was let out. I mean, come on. Come on. Couldn't you have kept him for 24 hours? It couldn't be me because I don't sweat. You were fucking sweating at the time. Elvis and Janis Joplin and Marilyn Monroe was on the list. Does that mean they went to the damn island? I mean, everybody's named that's named on it doesn't mean they've been there or done anything. We can't accuse, but, you know, there are some people, specific complaints were made about them, and they're on the list. Lock them up. And then do the aliens. Lost your Loki 9 months ago, no pain like it. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. The cabal is in charge here in the USA. I feel like we've been lied to our whole lives. Don't think it's just the USA, to be fair. There's a reason I don't get into politics on any of my channels. I don't like nor trust any of them. I used to be a Labour voter when they were for the working man, but now they're no different to the Conservatives. What? My uncle, according to Parple, has been arrested. Yes, Coombsy, your Uncle Andrew has been arrested for nonsense. Sarah McDonald, I've had a great weekend, thank you. Paranormal Engineer, good morning to you. Do you ever sleep? Just asking. I would love a dog, but I can't walk enough right now, wouldn't be fair. Buy a rotary washing line and attach the dog lead to the rotary washing line and it can run around in circles. Don't do that, I'm obviously joking. I lost you on Facebook, so have you lost me? My Facebook gone, or is it still like... Crazy people have pets and kids. That's why I have 5 kids, all boys, 5 cats, and a German Shepherd. Yeah, I'm at a point in my life where kids and pets and stuff, as much as they're cute and I like them, I'm living my life now. Living my life. Welcome over to YouTube, Loopy Lulu. Parasolo, a good evening. Good evening? 2:15 in the afternoon. Good afternoon. My mobility is shot to pieces and I'm in pain after yesterday's little walk. Yeah, it's difficult. As much as I want. I won't get one because it wouldn't be fair. I'm actually enjoying my life right now. Actually got up at 5:30 AM to edit, go to work, come home and edit. I've lost it. Paranormal Engineer, I did that for about 18 months. I was working full time, 44 hours a week. I had an hour travel each day. So I had another 5 hours onto that. And then I was recording and editing until 2 or 3 AM. And I've had people say to me, oh, why were you so stupid to go full time on YouTube with only, I think it was only about 20,000 subscribers at the time? I was like, well, it pays about the same as my job, and I've just reversed my wife's car into my father-in-law's car because I hadn't slept properly for 2 days. Something had to give, and I'm really enjoying YouTube. If it all goes tits up, back to work I go. Although it'll be a poor, poor day when I have to go back to work. I'm so used to just being sat around. My boss now is great. It's like, is it coffee break time? Yes, it is. Spoil yourself. Have something to eat while you're there and don't rush back. Every day. I'd give anything another dog, but I'm a full-time carer for my dad. Not only does he take up my time, but it would be a major trip hazard for him. True. Kelly Hager saying hi here too. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Just dropping in to say hi. I have to go back to work. No worries, Chris Williams. How's the Oompa Loompa do it? Dorky's pissed at that Oompa Loompa thing. Really pissed at it. Fuck him. He deserves it. He's given us a load of shit. Stuff was pretty awesome to take a leap of faith and go full time. Yeah, if I hadn't taken the risk and tried, I'd never have known, and I wouldn't have been able to do what I've done. Roy Lervik, thank you for the 59 Norway money. Just chilling and talking bullshit and having fun. Pretty much. Appreciate you. Oh, from Norway. Thank you very much. When's your next paranormal investigation? Well, Melody, doing what I do, a lot of locations can get a bit like, about me going. And a few other debunkers have noticed the same thing, but they've just turned up in the Facebook chat now. There's a location I've recently been to. I haven't put the video or anything out yet. There's something in the video that I've got to look at deeper because we got excited about it. But a location has reached out to me to get hold of Mike from Real Evidence to go back there, just 2 debunkers, and work with the guys that are running the location, which I think is fantastic. You see locations getting funny about paranormal investigators turning up. I may as well say it's the Priest Cottage. The Priest Cottage have actually invited me and Mike back to work with them and see what we can debunk and to see if we can actually get some form of activity, which would be the dream, you know? And I think that's fantastic. Looks like he took a bath in fake tan. Who? I'm Tipex White. Afternoon, Beardo, just tuning in. Hello there, Mariel Arce? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Beardo, make an Oompa Loompa Dorky button. Yes. But yeah, to have locations reaching out, to be invited to Paracons as a guest speaker and stuff, I think it's actually sending the debunking community the right direction to be accepted by some. There's others out there that absolutely hate us. And I imagine some people are going to start saying things like, if the bunkers are turning up to this location or if the bunkers are going to that event, then we are not coming. But let's be fair, most of the fakers have never paid for a location. They just do abandons. We love the bunkers, and the bunkers love your venue. Being welcoming to us, I appreciate you. Will you ever do an investigation with the Ouija brothers? I've done one, and I've done a live stream with. I've done a couple of live streams with them. I was actually talking to Steve about it this morning. Potentially trying to do something with the Ouija brothers and Ghosts on Trent. So it's been a while. So yeah, there's nothing to say we won't ever do it. There's no issues or drama with us. I speak to Steve all the time. Hey, Alehouse Haunts, how you doing? What's your sausage? How we doing, Lorian? When you go to Miskin Manor, I think it's still open. I used to work in Miskin Manor. I'm aware of all the ghost stories of Miskin Manor. It's a fantastic building. When I worked there, I was only 16, 17. Loads of people saw the little girl. I never saw shit. And back then, I was full-blown believer in the middle of my meltdown because of a bad Ouija board. Paul Hull, how you doing? L'Oreal? Because I'm worth it. Lorian, while you're in the chat, I've been talking to Mark and Claire in live streams and stuff about maybe potentially organising some form of pub crawl and a stay over somewhere before Parameet. Not like the weekend before, because it'll take me like a month to recover from drinking with you and Kev. Real Evidence, you getting together for investigation would be great to see. Me and Mike have done a few. I mean, when he was with Adrian, I did 3 or 4 with him. And we've done 2 since. We've done East Drive. What else have we done? Done a few. It's always good to have debunkers. At the end of the day, the best critic of a location is a debunker. We know it has activity and the likelihood of being paranormal, and we can't wait to see if you get to experience it too. I'd love to. Rian, in the kids' room upstairs, I've seen other people set up the blocks, and the blocks fall over. You've probably seen the CCTV where we were jumping around trying to get it to do it again, and it wouldn't. Basically, I set it up. I'm like, look, other teams do this, and it falls over, and blah, blah, blah. And then they fell over about 10 minutes later. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I set them back up, even more skew-if to make them fall, and they wouldn't fall even with us jumping about. They may have just slowly tilted over time, I don't know. There we go. Check out Paranormal Quest at the Garnet House. It's on my list to watch. It is on my list to watch. I mean, they're another channel that are paranormal debunking friendly. Vicky Emming with a $200 over on YouTube. Thank you very, very much. You absolute legend. Giuseppe Stromboli, Margaret Kieran. I just seen somebody else come in. Land Sailor, when you go to Miskin Manor. I'd love to. I do wonder, because obviously I worked there for a year and a bit. And I think the old owner's son is the guy that's in charge of it now, but it's gone into receivership. I'd see if I can get in there. That'd be cool. Have you ever seen a full body apparition before? I believe I have, Melody. Wicked Ale House. Back when I was a kid, I think I saw more than one, but I saw my great-grandfather. I think I saw what we called my Uncle Pete, but he wasn't actually our uncle. Loads of us saw Pete. He was my granddad's best friend, but we called him Uncle out of respect. As an adult, the only time I've seen a figure as an adult was when I had the flu and I was hospitalised not long after. So I think I may have hallucinated it. I mean, I just learned about you a few months ago. Really like watching YouTube and your live streams. Thank you for having my friends' backs. No worries, Brenda. Which friends? Which friends? I will show you footage we have where you can see footsteps walk around them. Really? See, a location like where you've got there. I mean, it's a shame it's so far away for me. Because I'd be there every week if I could. Do you have a bucket list of locations in the US you want to visit? Do you know what? The US itself is a bucket list for me. If a certain Mr. Hawes wins this battle for the Conjuring House, I'd like to go to the Conjuring House. I'd like to go there with Kenny and get involved in actually setting up the scientific side of that. Penhurst, I'd like to go there. Alcatraz. I'd love to do Alcatraz because I don't think anyone's ever done it as a ghost hunt, and if they have, I've not seen it. Got to shoot, set up a chat, and try and sort some dates. Brilliant. Thank you, Eelhouse. Awesome. Sean McClure, Kristen Marie, Victor. Ah, right. I know. Yeah. It's weird because I see YouTube names, Facebook channel names, and then real names, and trying to link everyone together is an absolute nightmare. But yeah, listen. Good people are good people. And you don't do anything in Wigan. To be fair, I don't even know where Wigan is. I think it's near Leeds. Well, I think Xbox just dug the... I've seen a lot of people have left Xbox, right? Yes, Paranormal Engineer. I want to tour the Gettysburg battlefields. There's so much... America is so just overwhelming. Like, when I said I was going to America, I should have gone last year. Obviously, we had stuff for the family. And I couldn't make it. And I was like, yeah... Obviously, I'll be going to where Jason lives because I'll be staying with Jason for a little while, or staying in Jason's boathouse. I was like, and then I can pop down here and I can go there and I can go there, and everyone was like, "You've got no idea what you're talking about." I was like, "Yeah, I have to go from like New Jersey to like New Orleans," and they were like, "Yeah, you driving that or are you flying?" And then I realised how far these places were. Eddie Izzard did a brilliant set years ago about Alcatraz. I don't think I've seen that. Didn't Ghost Hunters do Alcatraz? Did they? Must have missed that one. Did Zach Bagans do an investigation? Zach Bagans has never done an investigation in his fucking life. He doesn't investigate. He shouts at dust. But no, I haven't done anything in Wigan. 100%. Someone who works with ASAP tried to debunk too. We can't find an explanation, and they can't either. That's fantastic. Bucket list in Europe. Do you know what? I know very little about anything outside of America and the UK, to be fair. There are certain places I won't go. I wouldn't do that Japanese forest. I wouldn't go there. I certainly wouldn't film there. I wouldn't go, obviously, certain places in Poland and film and call out there. Jason granted Alcatraz back in season 5 or 6. Ah, I'm gonna have to look for that because I know the layout. I know the layout of Alcatraz. Isn't there talk of Alcatraz being closed? Alcatraz is closed, isn't it? It's just a tourist thing now, right? Because I have seen some guys did real life Call of Duty there. They went with airsoft guns and then realised that you can't run around Alcatraz because it's so big. Is there any non-figure channel that has investigated ancient ruins? Probably. I'll be doing something when the weather breaks. There's a lot of stone circles and stuff around me. I've done a lot of old castles, and there's so much history in the UK that I am going to be doing more this summer. We were talking about on the YouTube live stream last night. Thank you for your insight. Enjoy your perspective. Always question. That one makes it legit. Absolutely. Question everything. And to question things isn't being horrible. And some people need to get it out of their heads that debunkers are calling everything fake. It's not what we do. Debunking, by definition, is to remove the falseness from a claim. To remove falseness doesn't mean that somebody's faked something. It means that somebody could have misidentified, misunderstood, or just overreacted. And then we temper that. There's a lot of fakery out there, so we do call it out. And yeah, we're more known for shouting at fakers because that's what everyone remembers. It's the funny stuff. Alcatraz closed in the prison as a prison in the 60s. I thought it might have been a bit later than that, but I don't know that much about it. I only want to go to Alcatraz because of Call of Duty. A lot of Americans dream to go to the UK. Yeah, and I can see why, because of the history and stuff. But to go to America, it wouldn't just be ghost hunting for me. It would be, you know, the lifestyle, the food, and everything. It'd be brilliant. I love Alcatraz, great show. Shame it was cancelled after one season. There was a TV show of Alcatraz. Questioning needs to be the standard. Also, I actually think most debunkers believe in the paranormal. It's the number one thing people say. It's because you don't believe. True. I think the only debunker that flat out says he doesn't believe. No, there's two. Flat out doesn't believe, and they would have to see something, is Dandalf and Biddle. While Seg is a very sceptical man, I believe he had experiences when he was younger. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong there. But, you know, we all pay for locations and we all buy equipment, whether it's cameras or voice recorders, whatever. We don't spend all our money just to shit on the paranormal. It's to try and find the proof of it. If it's not being questioned, it isn't being researched or investigated properly. Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't question, are we even human? I mean, whilst the Priest Cottage guys are in, when I went there, it's the only place I've ever seen it, with there's stickers on the walls and on cabinets and stuff, like EVP hotspot. And it's not like, if you hold an EVP meter here, you're going to get results because ghosties are here. It's like, don't use EVP, not EVP, sorry, EMF. Don't use EMF meters around this area because there's spikes from cables or whatever. They walk you through the location and they ask you at the beginning, do you want the history and the experiences people have had, or do you want to do it blind? We prefer if people do it blind, and then we can see if their experience match up with other people's. I think that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Did you enjoy your trip to Sheffield? I was so gutted as I went to see LITBW the night after. Oh, Lady in the Bay Window. Yeah, it was great. Absolutely fantastic night. Did you enjoy it? I really enjoyed it. What camera do you use for filming at locations? Calandra. My main camera is the Sony AX53 that's up there. I also use my phone and a DJI gimbal. I've got two Lumix DSLR mirrorless cameras. For a static night vision camera, I've got this old Sony Handycam. I use that as well. And if it wasn't for this, the batteries are pretty much dead on it, and it's slowly breaking down. But if this hadn't have been working, I wouldn't have captured what I captured at the Priest Cottage. I can't wait to get the footage sorted. There's a film about the Birdman of Alcatraz, old school movie, give it a go, about the prison of Alcatraz. I think I've seen that. Seg had an experience at Dover Castle when he was a kid. His brother and mum saw it too. I was right. Thank you, Sarah. What do you think about Dark Arts TV? I'm not a fan. I've always got on with Carl. I've never been a fan of his channel, and he knew that. But I've always got on with him. He's always been polite and cordial and quite humorous with me. And recently, I don't know what crawled up his ass, but the attitude of the guy sucks. I put out a series of videos about equipment, and he thought I was taking shots at him for no reason. I wasn't. Didn't mention him. And then he put out a post basically aimed at me, but he didn't say my name. But he was like, oh yeah, when you work at Tesco. Obviously he knew I worked at Tesco, because I've been friends with Carl longer than I've had my channel. I was like, you took personal shots and I never mentioned you, so allow me to fire back. Stochastic resonance through a 200 quid spirit box, talking on your ass. So there's that. Scotland. I'm planning some trips to Scotland again. We went to Edinburgh last summer. I was completely blown away by it. I wish I had more time. We had 5 days there. I was blown away by it. We love it. We live 2 minutes down the road from me, so it's exciting to see a local ghost story. Morning to you, Dickinson Trading Post in New York. Hello. Thank you. I'll be doing my first location soon. I love investigating. I really do. We loved it. The only thing I don't like is editing the investigations. I hate it. It's so important in our view that people don't go in with a preconceived idea. Also, if you timestamp that bit of activity, we will be able to put off the CCTV view as well for a different perspective. I'll have to let you know how long we were there. I mean, it was late. It was really late. It was one of the last bits I did, so I'll find out what time it was, and normally I got a notebook and stuff, but I was literally half asleep on the single bed. Yeah, you've got to be careful of priming, but then at the same point, as a debunker, I think the next time I come up to you guys in the Priest Cottage, I think what I'd like is for you guys to walk me around and tell me of every claim and then investigate those specific claims. Because I like to do it both ends. I like to do it completely blind. I like to do it completely blind to see if something happens, and then look at other people's footage to see if I've had the same thing. Like when I did the Jumanji house. But I'd also like, if I go do numerous visits, then I like to know the history, like to know what has been reported, and then investigate those specific reports. You found 3 wheelchair accessible locations, so fingers crossed. Nice. Birdman of Alcatraz, great movie. I'm sure I've seen that with my grandfather when I was a kid. Have I ever been to the House that Cries? No. My abandoned days were very short. I was always on edge. I was convinced everything was spooky, but it wasn't because of the paranormal. It's because I was shitting myself being in abandoned locations. I was priming myself the wrong way because I was always on edge. I always felt like I was... The trespass laws in the UK are completely different to the States. But I always felt like I was breaking the law, even though I knew I wasn't. I didn't like it. And I was always on edge. Got a dash now, boss has called me back to work. Glad I got to catch you live. No worries, Kaylee. Enjoy work. And let's be fair, most of the abandons that are out there, these really old farmhouses and stuff, fair. I can understand people go in there. But sometimes you see the same house being done by 100 different channels, and there's no report of a death there. There's no report of paranormal activity, and it's just because it's open. And that's fine and good. If they get anything, they get something. But I have driven 4 or 5 hours to go to these abandoned shitholes, and there's no reports of paranormal activity. And then I drive 5 hours home. I'm wasting my time. I'll put all the archive stuff too, so if you want to see the stuff from the actual history, we can sort it. That night we can do the galleries too. Oh yes, please. The more information, the better. Because there's something with the Priest Cottage where we all walked in and we were like, this is just comfortable. just a really comfortable, nice, warm home. And it's the cleanest location I've been to as well. They've put a lot of work into the place. I was like, I don't feel anything. And then the basement, I didn't feel anything in the basement where everyone gets creeped out, but I primed myself for it's a basement. Of course it's fucking weird. But then early hours, there was like a little shift in the atmosphere. And we were all much more quiet and less more jovial. And it wasn't tiredness. It was like just a little bit of a feeling. Z Ghost, how you doing? What buildings do you find more scary, hospitals or schools? Old asylums. Old asylums creep me out. Really creep me out. The worst one I ever did was in Leeds, or between Leeds and Wakefield. And it was a place called Hyroids. It was a massive mental health complex. I thought the front of the building was still there, and it's not anymore. They've taken everything down. That place scared the shit. I went there 3 times, and 3 times that place scared the shit out of me. And then we found a little hospital at the back of it, and we went in there. We had permission from security because the place had closed down. And while we were walking around, I didn't even film back then. We just used to ghost hunt. And then I seen all the kids' stuff on the wall, and I got quite upset because it was a mental health facility for children, and all the drawings, and it was heartbreaking, horrible. And then I found websites linked to these. It was called The Kids of Linton House, where they were discussing how horribly they were all treated there. And I'm like, fuck me, I'm glad I didn't film there. I didn't film anything back then. Would you be interested in joining us in an investigation when you come to Scotland? We have a location where we have some very audible and visual phenomena. Yeah, let me know. Send me a message. I'll go anyway. But for somewhere as far as Scotland, I'd have to arrange other things around it to do a couple of days, you know? Best evidence I've captured. I think one of the weirdest ones was the abandoned care home I did with exploring the entity. Now, the evidence doesn't quite match perfectly what I experienced, but the fact that the cameras and the microphones picked up what it picked up. Basically, I'm stood at the bottom of the stairs. This building was freaking me out anyway because it was an old care home. I'm looking up the stairs, and there's this horrible shifting feeling in the room, and somebody says something about, is it too late for the ghosts because you've gone to sleep? And then I distinctly heard something in my right ear. Shh! I sort of done that, and then I went looking. I didn't think ghost. I thought there's an air conditioner, or not air conditioner, an air freshener, a battery-powered air freshener. I went looking for it, couldn't find it. And then I heard mumbling later, and I'm like, there's somebody here. And then I went off trying to find whoever was messing about with us, and there was nobody there. And when my camera didn't pick it up because I was looking up the stairs, and there's a wall there. There's a doorway there in line with me, and my camera, I've got it resting on the banister. So my microphone didn't pick it up, but the Exploring the Entity guys did. And what sounded like a shush in my ear on their recorder sounded like go to sleep. And that kind of freaked me out. That was really cool. And then 30 East Drive, when I went with Dean and 3 Spires, you could hear the drawer handle being lifted in my bedroom, and I'm flat out snoring. That was weird. That entire night was weird. Ghost said, Beardo, I'm trying to sleep. We sleep too, you know. Maybe. So Mr. Ballon, he has a new graphic novel coming out. Does he? I haven't seen them. Clint Eastwood visited the Lord Crew Arms in Blanchland once. Where's that? Never heard of it. Polypop, hello. I went to the Jumanji, but nothing really happened. See, I went to the Jumanji, Tony. Thanks, doggy. I went to the Jumanji house to debunk basically all of the usual lot have been in there claiming demons, and basically they trashed the place. They were throwing fucking bottles about pretending there was ghosts there. So I went there with Ghosts on Trent to prove there's nothing there. And we went in there, and we were like, there's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing. We got that bored that when Ghosts on Trent said, can we use Ghost Tube? I went, go on, because there's nothing else here. Then we heard something fall, and we couldn't work out where it came from. We thought we worked it out, but when we checked our footage, we were wrong. We don't know what that noise was. Then I'm up on the top floor, because it's like a 4-story house. Ghost and Trent are on like this mid-landing between the 3rd story and where I am. And we distinctly heard a woman say hello. It's all on the video. And we like, there's somebody here. Not there's a ghost, there's somebody here. And then we hear heel, toe, like somebody walking on high heels through the house. And we hear another hello. And then me and Mark are silent. And then Paul just bellows, hello, like he's a copper. We go downstairs and there's nothing. And we were like, what the fuck? This was downstairs recording and it'd been turned off. Nobody's going to come in and turn my camera off. The battery probably died and then I lost all the footage. But it was an especially wet day and there were no footprints in the house and that freaked us out. Why is it called the Jumanji house? Because there's ivy growing up the walls inside and there's board games and a chess game, sort of mid-game on the table in there. It's a lot of teams are calling it the Demon House. I call it the Demon House, but the mock. But yeah, I had some weird things happening there. Could it have been a neighbour calling from next door? Potentially. But the heel toe, it distinctly sounded like high heels. Favourite travelling for yourself? The location I'm talking about is Old Kirk. It dates back to the 1700s. Last time I went to Scotland, I went to Edinburgh, and it took me 7.5, 8 hours to get up there. So yeah, I'd have to go up for a few days. Weirdest one I had was a care home was working. We went to check an alarm and witnessed an empty wheelchair move across the room and it rolled on a slight uphill gradient. I'd love to see that. I'd shit myself, but I'd love to see it. Golden Fleece looked really creepy. Golden Fleece I want to do this year. I watched the care home video and definitely say something happened to you was definitely paranormal. I'll say it's unexplained. Just because I didn't find an air freshener doesn't mean it wasn't. But obviously, when we were upstairs as well, the knocking on command, I've never experienced that before. And then when I thought I disproved it, and I've stood in the room, go on, knock now, and then it didn't echo, and then something tapped the mirror, I'm just stood there like, what's going on? And it's a shame that we can't go back there. Because we sort of had permission. The place was in receivership, it had been closed down, but a caretaker was leaving a door open for us. We were allowed in there, as long as we didn't give the location to other people. And Exploring the Entity had to beg for me to be allowed to go, because they didn't want urbexes and stuff going there. Several of my friends who went in hospitals and care homes have had weird experiences. Yeah, care homes. Care homes freak me out as much as asylums, to be fair. Me and Dean have done a couple of care homes. First one, nothing happened. The second care home we did, it was too dangerous for us to investigate properly because the ceiling had caved in and there was broken glass everywhere, and the wall I scaled to get in there started wobbling under my weight. I was like, nah, we shouldn't be in here. I do believe in feelings and the atmosphere changing. The asylum had that when we went with Sean, Ryan, Sandra and Sue, hoping to go again this year. Yeah, I felt that change in atmosphere in locations. And it happened in the priest cottage when me and Ryan were in the child's room on our own. It suddenly just felt different. Not scary, not heavy or anything, just like almost like I knew something was going to happen. And normally when I get that feeling, nothing happens, and something did happen. Tried finding out the location, never did. Hey, Tony, I had the pin for that location and couldn't find it. I got lost, and I know the area that it's in quite well. And if you tried to reverse... all of the outside images in our thumbnails of that care home, only part of that image was the care home. We chopped bits off, we changed the roof in Photoshop, we changed the windows in Photoshop, so people couldn't reverse Google search it and find their way there. Because otherwise they wouldn't have left doors open for us. Worked in the kitchen care home for nearly 20 years, definitely something going on there that you can't explain. Zach who? Zach who? Do you mean Zach Bagans? Who the F unleashed Crow's Frozen Mayo Wonderland all over the outside? That ain't Mayo. That's just Crow. I'm good. She Can Cook was fine yesterday. Alright, talking to somebody else. Biltong and mushroom soup. That was nice. Don't know if you could get permission, but if you considered going to the Hampton Court Palace to do an investigation. I think they only let TV network size things get in there, like Uncanny, Most Haunted. I don't think your generic debunker. Although, I bet Richard Felix could get me in there. I bet he could. You ever walk into a place to get the feeling you shouldn't be there? Had that once? Yes. Candleston Castle. I've been there, I don't know how many times. And more often than not, I feel weird there. And I've not taken anyone there that hasn't felt weird. I took Glasgow Ghost Hunters in the daytime, and they were like, "Whoa, a bit weird, yeah. Like, it's beautiful. It's really old, but it's weird." And as weird as that feeling is there, then disappears and comes back in weird place. Who else did I take there? York, did I take you and Louise to Candleston? Did I? Uncanny featuring Beardo Gets Scared. I'd love to. Obviously, I've got a bit of an open door with Kieran O'Keefe, because Kieran O'Keefe's a massive influence on me. There's people that worked for Most Haunted that I think are decent people, good people, and I'm on the right side of them. So maybe there's a door into Uncanny. Have I done any old Victorian buildings? Yeah. Thing is, I've been doing this a lot longer than I've had a channel. I've been investigating. Whatever year Most Haunted first started, which I think was 2003. Whatever year that started, season 1, that was when I went out. That was when I started investigating. Hey, Nath, when is Dan coming out with you next? When the weather breaks a bit and we can go do some castles, because Dan loves the castles. Kieran is awesome. I've listened to almost everything he's done on YouTube. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for Kieran O'Keefe. If you happen to hear of him, Paranormal Engineer, look up Dr. Chris French. He's got a book called The Science of Weird Shit. I'm currently reading it now. Debunker, he's been all over Uncanny, and he used to do a ghost hunting show back in the day where he'd just sit in a van and debunk everything. We were meant to go to Candleston, but ended up on the sofa having a takeaway instead. True. Right, so I didn't take Louise. Who did we take then? I took somebody else there. Definitely took Glasgow Ghost Hunters, and I took somebody else, and they were like, "This is weird." I used to love the live, mate. I did. Used to. Great job, Beardo. Love the shirt. It was made for me, this. Got sent in the post. They even got my hand tattoo right. Although they've been very kind with how slim I am on there. I'm in SETN and we had flurries. I don't know what that means. You've seen him on the Paranormal? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I'll deep dive into stuff. Yeah, The Science of Weird Shit by Chris French, a fantastic book. I was worked last night, Nath. That's my nephew, by the way. He's Dan's older brother. Who's the worst at faking the paranormal? Ethically, the ITC channels that wait until celebrities die and then do spirit box sessions with them. Maurice, I think they're the scummiest of the scum. And then behind them will either neck and neck. Then you've got the guys that never leave their own houses, pretend they're under attack and they're not. They're faking it all. People feel sorry for them and they extend their houses, like Really Haunted, Smug Puppy. Those types of channels, can't stand them. And directly alongside them, channels like Proving Demons, who've got no respect for the living or the dead. I want to read that book next. It's a good book. I'm currently on. I'm currently reading 3 different books. I've got The Science of Weird Shit by Chris French that I'm reading. I'm also reading the the facts of cold reading, because I'm learning how psychics cold read, and I'm reading what's the other one? Paracoustics, which is all about sound in the paranormal. I should stick to one, but I jump between them. Oh, it was Fahab, yeah. Coombsy, it was Fahab. I don't think Annalise left the house because she drank like 8 pints of wine in 2 days. What I mean was Yvette Fielding live. Oh, yeah. I used to love Most Haunted. We had Most Haunted watch parties in my flat. We'd all watch it and then out we go. Dave said what that place called again. You asked if you took us to Candleston Castle. Joe, if I remember, we didn't because of your mobility, because it's up a steep banking. Spelling's not very good. Hey, don't apologise for spelling. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Don't stress about it. Ingui, it's not my birthday. I thought Beardo said parrot acoustics. Paro acoustics. Oh, I have Paro acoustics. I haven't started it yet. Yeah, it's Paranormal Monkey's fault. He has guests on. They got these great books, and I buy them and start reading them, and then another one comes out, and then I'll start reading that. I've got to finish one or the other, you know. Sent a message with some of the details, mate. You can let me know when you were free so we can have a wee talk about it. Yeah, we'll do. It'll definitely be towards the summer. I am not going to Scotland in the winter. Singing parrots, that's a good idea. Next time I'll go to it. Yeah, obviously we went to Comic-Con and stuff, and then when you came down with Doggy and Lou, we just got drunk for the entire weekend. Because of the steps. That's where we sat for a coffee, though. No, that was Cardiff Castle. Quiet one with good pay, but working again tonight. Rolling in it, lad. Next time you're over the pub, you can buy your uncle a pint. You tight little shit. Honestly, I buy that kid so many pints. He's old enough now. I don't think he's ever bought me one back. Have you checked out the Paranormal Chef yet? I did text you on live last night, but you were really busy. I haven't. Beautiful sunny day here in Perthshire, Scotland. Really? It is the same weather outside that has been in South Wales since October the 1st. It's grey, it's cold, it's miserable, wet. I'm saying that, it's 10 degrees. It's 5 degrees more than it has been. Can I bring one of those donuts? Yes, you can. I'll get you one next time we go. It's fine. I'm holding you to that, Nath. Paranormal Chefs is one of my mates. I'll have to have a look. Remember to bring some insect repellent, mate. The midges will eat you alive up here. Oh, actually, I got eaten alive when we did the Harry Potter bridge. At that point, I'd only ever seen bits of the films, but my daughter really wanted to go and see the Harry Potter bridge. We were getting eaten alive in the rain. Obviously, that was up in the Highlands. And it was like 25, 26 degrees in Edinburgh, or where we stayed around Edinburgh. We went up to the Highlands and it was 8 degrees. Like, what the fuck? It's freezing up here. Remember trying to bring... I read that. Panel Chefs, one of my mates. I've never heard of it. You've probably sent me a message when I'm live or something, and I flick my phone and then I close it, and then, because the message has been read, I miss them. Yeah, I want to do more up in the Leeds area, because there's obviously the history up there. Because all I ever really did was the place I said earlier, Linton House, which was the kids' side of it, High Roids Mental Health, or High Roids Hospital, I think it was called. And the stuff I've done in Wakefield, I've never really done anywhere else. And the Priest Cottage now. Damaged Grey with some Random Sun. Random Sun? I haven't seen the Random Sun since last year. 10 degrees warmer than it is here, but last night's snow was already melting. America's weather has been absolute insanity this year. Good morning, Stormy Chris. If it's heavy, wet snow. Great weekend, though. We'll be doing it again soon. Yeah, let me know, because my liver need to recover. Yeah, Lou, I will try to get up your end as well. There's so much I want to do up that end. Obviously, with you being Yorkshire way. I mean, you're quite close, I think, to 39 Degree Street. But I'd only be going there to debunk because the entire history of that place is wrong. Your office looks brilliant. I mean, at this point, is it even an office anymore? But I love it. It's my favourite room in the house. Obviously, it would look better if I had the PC and all the lights on behind me, but saving electric money. Yeah, well, what it is, I see him on Cat Paranormal, and there's some clicking noises, and then things went off, but it was input in his head and in his pocket. I'll have a look. I know there's been an issue since the debunkers have said about car keys setting off REM pods. There's a lot of clicking going on in videos, and the voice is going off. I lived in Degree, Degrey, I think. Degree Street in Hull. How are you doing, Fahab? A cave? Oh, Hellfire Caves, I'd love to go there. Me and Mrs. Geek were going to go last summer. And the one day we picked, they just didn't have any tours. Because we were going to do the Labyrinth Bridge and then do the caves. But we couldn't get in there. It was busy because of summer holidays. Been spring weather here for the last few days. Love that time of year. It's refreshing. Clearly, it's still bastard freezing, yeah? And wet and horrible. Lovely catching up with everyone. My monster's starting to come home from school and are looking for food. Ingrid, feed the monsters. Thank you for stopping by. Right, Paul, you mug. Right, mate, he's in bed all bust up. Have they found anyone yet, Phil? Has there been any information about who did it? Lovely catching up. I read that. I'll take a look. I mean, it doesn't matter who's mates with who, and everyone knows that. Everyone knows I'll debunk whoever I want, whenever I want. People still trust me, so that's a good thing. It's about $1,000 to investigate the Hellfire Caves. Ouch. Ouch. I wasn't going to hire it out. We were just going to go on a tour type thing. Hopefully you'd be quiet, and then I was just going to film the entire thing. Stealth investigating. I lived in Degree Street in Hull before I moved to Hastings. Well, I didn't know that. I'm going to make you laugh now. I'm talking about advice and things going off. I was watching the Ghostbusters one movie today. I had a look at theirs where the Teller went up and there was a ghost. You've lost me there. $1,000 for fucking oh, they're impressive caves though. Rain's playing the bins like a snare drum, yeah. I'm Buru Glau. $1,000. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay $1,000 for anyway. That's ridiculous money. Imagine, you know, if somebody turns up like Haunted Happenings and they're like, right, we've sold tickets to 30 people, and that's $1,000, but, you know, 30 people have all paid 20, 30 quid for a night. Great. When there's places like, there's lots of history where Fahab lives. And he spoke to locations, and they're like, yeah, we want $1,000 or 800 quid for you to investigate. Hang on, there's only 2 of us, yeah. $1,000, 800 quid. Fucking ridiculous money. I haven't got that. I'd never make that back. 1,200 to investigate Colchester Castle. See, something that big, Paul. If we did it like me, you, Bristol, and a few others, then it becomes kind of affordable, but still ridiculous. I'd want a bacon sandwich handed to me by an actual ghost butler in the morning for £1,000. Anything a grand up to rip off, they can suck some asses. It's ridiculous. You want to know Slimer? You want about the PKE meter in Ghostbusters and Slimer? But they charge you £5,000 in the tunnels because it's military owned. Milk the crap out of places you. Yeah, and then because they charge so much, nobody can afford to do them solo, so they do abandons. And if they don't do abandons, they go into Pluckley, and then Pluckley Village get their air off with it. It's like, well, if the actual locations made it affordable, A, they'd get more traffic, B, watch how many people don't go to Pluckley then. He's me listening to all this talk of expensive locations, sitting here piss poor. I can't afford them. I can't afford most of these locations. And in some regards, I wouldn't pay for some of these locations. We were an hour away from there, Lou. I do want to find the info for you, though. I've always said those tunnels are creepy as heck. Yeah, there's a lot of places where people have had their own experiences that I'd like to go to and investigate their experiences and not shit on them to see if I can experience it for myself. I'd love to. If I used to pay for a lot of money for places, might limit where I can go, I don't care. But listen, I understand it. I understand the price hikes everywhere are astronomical. The paranormal. The more popular paranormal becomes on YouTube and the TV, the more expensive it's becoming to do. No good going on paranormal investigation events 2030. People's hard to invest. Oh yeah, Tony, it's impossible to investigate properly. World War II tunnels. There's World War II tunnels around here. You just can't get in them anymore. Good afternoon, killer of fruit flies. I'll try not to use your real name today because I've realised I used your real name yesterday. I don't know how many times. Problem with Pluckley is the tossers who go there wild camp and leave shit everywhere, cut down brush and vegetation. And that's the other issue. There are people that do the wild camping and the paranormal that don't respect the locals. They make a shit ton of... You know, if you can see houses, don't have a REM pod going off every 5 minutes and then scream at it and wake everyone up, because you just give everyone a bad name. Would I ever go on... I've been on investigation with the Side-Eye guy. We did the Ancient Ramin, me, Mythos, and Dandalf, and Seg. It really doesn't bother me. Most people are fine when I say the real names, to be fair. I just... You know, when you're reading 3 books, don't your bum go numb sitting on the toilet for so long? Brian, I don't read books on the toilet because I'll never come out with it. I read my phone. I do the following. Fake. 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 Ah, boobs. Fake. Would you ever read that one? Yeah, 20. I've seen teams of 20 investigations with 20 people in 30 East Drive. It's a small semi-detached house. Why in the fuck are there 20 people in there? I've been there with 7 people and it was too many. He says my real name all the time. Your name's fucking Mark on YouTube. Louise, I'm going to have to look at the area where you and Doggy live and see what else is about there. So I could come up and visit you guys and then maybe do an investigation or 2 while I'm up there as well. I definitely want to go back down to Phil this summer as well. We've just got to not drink so we can actually investigate. Instead of watching Star Trek till 3 o'clock in the morning. Pissed in a field. They'd have to cuddle up close. I don't think they stay over, most of them, when they do those events. I don't think they stay over. They sort of do 8 till like 2 in the morning and stuff. And it's normally local people. Better get scared. At least you don't wear a stab-proof vest and shin pads. I might do. I don't think I got my stab vest anymore. Then my stab vest was for work. No problem. That would be a laugh. It would be. My name here is easier to say than my government name, so it's easier this way. I mean, Little Miss Mayhem's, no matter what your government name is, Little Miss Mayhem's a better name. I was just thinking, the same area, it's a larger population since the Iron Age, so there could be plenty of echoes around. I wonder how close you are to where they are. They're an hour away from Hull, I think. Because it would be absolutely mental to catch up with you, to be fair. But I think the last time we saw each other would have been 2000. Maybe 2001. I was kicked out of college in 2000. So yeah, it'd have been spring 2000. And I think it probably would have been Kaz's party in the house over the mountain there. Watching Star Trek until 2 AM is always a good idea. I watched it until 2 AM. Phil was still awake at 3 or 4. Yes, Beto, Zach bullshit Baggins. Bullshit. That man has never investigated a thing. Probably then, yeah. Wild, right? Absolutely fucking wild. How times change. I used to be skinny. I whistled the Great Escape theme when I left college. I didn't get no choice in it. I'm home this summer. Fuck, that was a fun night. That party in Kaz's house was legendary. It was one of the best house parties I've ever been to. Yeah, if you're back down this end, let me know. I'd love to catch up with you. Laura Lee, thank you for the £5. Beardo, you won't get into Hampton Court unless you pay lots of dollar. They do ghost tours. My stepdad's family live around the corner. They work there too. Alright. You think get me in? Weren't we all? I don't know, did any of us ever finish the college course? Don't think any of us finished it. You skinny, proof for it didn't happen. Mickey, I was skinny. Even when I was on the doors, I was skinny. I was skinny until my late 20s. My late 20s, I finally filled out a bit, but I wasn't fat. And then my 30s happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Mrs. Geek happened. Met Mrs. Geek and didn't have to impress anyone then, did I? And she's a great cook. Crazy Katie, how you doing? I used to be skinny too, but slowly getting back to being thin. I'm down over 40 pounds. A good effort. Fantastic effort. How do dolphins lose weight? Beardo kicked out of college. Where they only found feet enterprise. Ugh, dirty bastard. I wasn't kicked out of college, so I was kicked out of college because 9 or 10 months into the course, they realised that I didn't actually play an instrument. I was on the music course and I played guitar really, really badly. I couldn't read music or anything. I was on a music course. Happiness makes for the fuller form. I need to be miserable again. Have you thought about debunking Yvette Fielding and her crew? I've done it tons. Tons. If you check the YouTube channel, I've done loads on Most Haunted. You should come over to Andover. We got loads of alleged haunted location. Andover. Where's that? Where's Andover? Got my bachelor's. Do you know what? Funny story, I was never even supposed to go to college to do music. I only went down with the boys from the area that I used to live because we would go. Basically, they got on the bus. I used one of their bus passes because they had a college bus pass. They were enrolling for the second year. I was like, yeah, I'll come with you. And then we were going to go to the welcome after and drink. And I went. They all signed on for college. Bill Jones was like, can you help me move this table? And I'm, yeah, all right. Moved the table, and he was like, oh, so, and what are you going to do? Well, what? Go to the welcome. Next thing you know, I'm signed up, I've got my own bus pass, and it's like 2 weeks, you're coming back. Like, what? All right. I lied and pretended I could play guitar when I could barely string 3 chords together. I learned a fair bit, mind. And then Phil tried covering for me because they put me on the stagecraft side of it. I was doing lighting and sound. And pretty much that's what I did for ages after. Laura Lee, thank you for the £2. We go to Scotland in the winter for that reason. Well, 'cause it's cold. Peter, Mr. Geek certainly impressed you with the cooking. Hey, I know when I'm being insulted. The college was a youth club. I never went, but I heard enough stories. we all became aware one day that they were trying to shut the jam nights down because we were all musicians. I pretended to be a musician. Basically, this college lecturer Phil, he was the nicest guy I've ever met, and unfortunately he's no longer with us. And when he realised I was basically faking my way through college, he was like, "Tell you what, go and sing in these bands," and he just threw me on stage. I was like, "All right, cool," and then he got me on the stagecraft side. He tried to cover for my lack of ability. And weirdly, after I left college, I learned to play guitar properly. Yeah, the Welcome's been demolished. Sad. It should have been demolished when we were there, to be fair. But we used to have a jam night on a weeknight. So we'd all go to college, wouldn't go home on the buses and stuff. We'd go to the jam night, we'd all get slaughtered. And then, like, I think it was a Wednesday, was the day after. Nobody would turn up in college. We'd all be, like, waking up in random flats and houses and stuff. And we became aware that they were going to come around the following Wednesday and be like, right, how many people here didn't go to jam night and how many went? And they were going to try and cancel the jam nights. So we all purposely went out, didn't drink that much, went to college the next Wednesday. They were like, who went to the jam night last night? Everyone put their hands up. And we were like, oh, who didn't go to jam night? 2 people put their hands up. And we were like, the 2 people that haven't turned up today didn't go either. It was a dump, but it was our dump. Do you know what? I've got so many amazing memories of the Welcome. Just incredible, funny stories. Playing in bands. I couldn't even play half the time. It was just a laugh. I was in 3 different bands. I sang in 2. I played bass in 1. And obviously there was Cara. I played bass for Cara. She did pop songs. I played whole covers with Valley Confusion. Weird. And then so many of those people went on. You know, some of the guys went on to be Bullet for Valentine, Funeral for a Friend, and Those Damn Crows, which is fucking insane. To be fair, the degree started as a 2-year course, HE diploma, and they said it was going to be a degree, and then suddenly, no, it isn't, and the course is ending. I don't know, performing. I mean, that's what my son went to do. I haven't yet, Shell. I'm waiting for Mama Geek. I'm waiting for Mama Geek. I can't picture Beardo sitting in class behaving himself. I was a menace. I turned up to college wearing a Slipknot boiler suit for a week because I was out partying all the time. I had clean pants and socks, and that was it. Whoever's house I woke up in, I'd have a shower, and my Slipknot boiler suit was got pink dreadlocks poking out everywhere in a boiler suit with a barcode on the back, and I wore it for weeks. I never knew what lectures I was supposed to be in. I'd be sat in the green room, a couple of the boys trying to get me to play guitar. Yeah, Laura, I've answered your super chat messages. Because that started in an old nursery. Really produced a fair bit of talent. Crazy. Yeah, I read the Scotland one. Read the Hampton Court one. Yeah, Laura, I don't know. I have read them and replied to them. Shell, thank you for the £6. I haven't yet. Because the plan is I'm going to film them with Mama Geek because apparently these sauces are fucking ridiculously hot. So it'll be funny. I did car mechanics at college. Now I drive a van for a living. I mean, my brother did accountancy. He went to uni and everything. He works for fucking Legal and General selling insurance. My auntie went to uni. Sure, she did art. I don't think she's ever worked. Hey Wayne, how you doing? Yes, I know a lot of people went to college and uni, got degrees and stuff. I mean, when I worked in Tesco, a lot of the guys that worked the evening shift and the night shift were all university students that were working after uni or working a Friday night into a Saturday morning because they were home from uni for the weekend or whatever. Loads of them. And they'd all be like, oh yeah, I'm doing criminology, I'm doing this. And I'd be like, you'll still be on fruit and veg in 10 years' time. And they are. I did theatrical makeup and costume, and now I run a hardware shop. Fair. I'm pretty sure we've said... Sam, didn't you make my Slipknot boiler suit for me? Like, I had the boiler suit, but didn't you do the barcode and the Slipknot Tribal S and stuff on it? Because I remember you used to make my jeans baggier for me. And I used to steal Carrie's t-shirts because I was the same size as Carrie. That's right. I used to wear a girl's size 8 t-shirt. They were baggy on me. I got the degree and it's useless. I don't remember anything. I don't know anyone. And then there's my mate who now has his own business. He's an electrical testing inspector. A successful business. He didn't even finish school. Vito, did you read my Laura, I've just read them again. Hampton Court, yeah? I haven't missed any. Or if I have, I haven't got to lurch them. Laura, I have read them. I don't know what you're asking me to look at. I think I altered something of yours, just can't remember. Most of my Bernie's jeans, I used to put the triangles in the bottom of them to make them bigger so they'd cover my shoes. I'm pretty sure it was either you or Liz, or both of you that did my Slipknot boiler suit. My master's being taken over by someone in the second year who didn't know anything about autism wasn't just bad because I'm autistic. It was bad because it was a master's in autism. What? I qualified in game ranging and PH. Now I do 3D rendering. That's pretty cool. Did you get her Anti-Spice t-shirt? I don't think I ever got t-shirts, but I borrowed t-shirts that I thought were funny. Do you remember the Barbie one? I won't even say what it said on the rest of that t-shirt, but I definitely wore that. There was a couple of t-shirts of Carrie's that I had. I mean, I still see Carrie quite often. Trained as a chef in college. I install fire sprinklers. I mean, I wanted to go in the army, but then obviously my back injury put a stop to that, and my wrist. Then I wanted to be... I know this is going to be hard to believe. I wanted to be a police officer. True story. Then I wanted to be a musician, and then I became a bouncer. What? Gienco jeans. Bernie's and whatever else. The baggier the jeans, that's what I wore. I nearly bought a pair of Bernie's the other day because I found them in an old shop. Not, it's a new shop, but they sell old stuff. They had Bernie's in there. Apparently, they didn't make Bernie's for fat people. We have these ideas for life, but yeah, life does happen. I mean, I had no intention of becoming a parent and stuff, and for a year and a half after college ended, I was a dad. They're not going through... Oh, right. I don't know why they're not going through. I saw the Hampton Court post you did, and I read it out about people living around the corner, that work there. Yeah, but college was absolutely useless to me academically. But for life experience and friends that I still have to this day, college was amazing. Wanted to work in theatre or TV, then realised I'd have to live in cities and I have no life. Fuck no, small towns are way better. But, I mean, after I got booted out of college and became a dad and stuff, I ended up doing music anyway. I was in I don't know how many different bands as a front man. I did tours with some of the boys and selling merch for them and doing sound and stuff. I worked Bloodstock one year. I don't even know how that happened. I worked Download 2 years. I went to do security and never worked, just got drunk. Do you have to learn self-defense for door work? when you do your door supervisor course, they teach you some methods, but those methods are dog shit. I already knew how to handle myself before I did it, because what they teach you in a classroom, you'll get hurt. But when I did the bailiffing work, there was a day where this little old guy beat the shit out of all of us. I was the smallest of the guys on the course, and this little old man beat the fuck out of us for a full day. And then he got us to beat each other up. That was the most intense training I did, but I did boxing for a while anyway, and I tried to get into MMA at one point. So I lived a life. So I already had enough experience to go on the doors. Has this chat just shown up to check for Laura? It has, Wayne. I can see some of Laura's, but I don't know where the rest are. Sorry, Laura. It's a YouTube thing. Why is everyone doing the paranormal on Annabelle? Is it because there's a movie coming out? I don't think there's another movie coming out. It's been and gone. It's because the Annabelle doll's been going on tour. You go for security work, you got to get sprayed and tased. See, I'd rather do security in America. Armed. That'd suit me much better. Laura, are you in all messages? The thing is, I've read them, so I don't understand. There must be something missing for her, because she'd have heard me read them. Box for a couple of years, I think we can get Spaghetti in to referee a real debunker WWE brought. The problem there, Paranormal Engineer, is you look like the type of guy that isn't going to gas out after, like, a round. I am not in the shape that I once was. I look like I've eaten old me. Eaten it. I can see Laura Lee's messages. Yeah, I don't understand what's gone on there. I really don't. Whether armed or unarmed, you go through the spray and tease. I've been pepper sprayed. I've been teased, but it wasn't training. Idiots being drunk. Hey, so-and-so's got a taser gun. I'll do it. I wish I hadn't. YouTube's been playing it for me too. Some of my chat comes up, others don't. So YouTube went down last week at one point, and since then, it hasn't been right, does it? Do you remember Guns N' Roses? I used to love Guns N' Roses. You know, we've seen you with a gun in a video game. You aren't allowed a gun. Hey, I'm a fucking expert. Should watch security companies in South Africa. Call them not the... Nah. See, there's the difference between South Africa and the UK. I couldn't get a security job in South Africa. To be a basic security guard in South Africa, the qualification over here would be the bodyguarding license. And even then, you're not trained in firearms. You're only trained in disarming. You know, Vasilesio, if I can take you on in the wrestling, I want your belts. They are mine. Not yours. Mine. I need to talk to my stepdad in Anglesey, lovely. We'll try for you there. Laura Lee, 100% I've been to Anglesey a couple of times. Beautiful. You're about as expert as a storm. You can suck my ass, Coombsy. Fucking rude. Yeah, I'd love to go to Anglesey again. But when I went to Anglesey, the twice I've been there, I was bailiffing. Oh, that's like, you're not having my belts. Or an expert as a stormtrooper. Fucking rude. Rude. But I'm ultimate Paul, yeah? And I'm ultimate ladass. I need the belt to hold my trousers up. All the training, you can't block an attack from a sleeping man. Serves you right for slapping me ass. What? Wait, Tiny Henson, are you someone that I know? All the training, you can't block an attack from a sleeping man. Serves you right for slapping me ass. I don't know what you mean there. I am so confused. Paul's going to kick your butt. No, he's not. He's going to lose. And then as well as my belts, I'll have Paul's head. Like that film where he holds Medusa's head up. Like that. When I watch your entrance in the wrestling, I get out of breath. So does Paul. He's old as fuck. Need to get the wrestling game and learn how to play it. Damien, I wouldn't buy the 25k now because 26 is coming out soon, I think. Does anyone know why YouTube is shit at the moment? No. I sounded personal. Spaghetti showed up. He always does. You've summoned him now, haven't you? We've summoned the pastor pervert. We absolutely have. Just because Spider Dobby lost doesn't mean Paul will. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Spaghetti, we were just talking about you. Yeah, we were. My belts stay with me. They do not go to Bald Paul. I mean, Paul. Warrior Paul. Ultimate Paul. What are we talking about here? We've been talking about everything. Everything and anything. And mostly how you like to fondle pasta. Pastor Pervert is here. He even announces himself like he's a commentator. Tisk tisk. The midges, Beardo. The midges? Paul is a ninja who quietly gets on with the job in Pew Pews. Quietly? He's not quiet anymore. People are after Beardo's belts. They're not having them. None of them. They are mine. You own all the belts. What are you on about? Yeah, I'm keeping them. I am the champion of all time. Was there wrestling on last night? Have I missed wrestling again? This is what happens when you put on a Sunday night, 2 hours after I can finish streaming. I'm sleeping by then. Idiot. Can't you accommodate me? I'm old. Can't stay up late anymore. Gimme. I've actually got one of the belts up there. Glasgow Ghost Hunters bought me a belt. I won the belt against Seg, and then you came along. Hey, I was kind of the inaugural guy. I was the inaugural company guy for that wrestling promotion, damn it. Not just a commentator, the commentator. I mean, he is the commentator. But it's a kendo stick, not a Kendall stick, and not a candlestick. I got the kendo stick. Wait, I still have a belt. Beardo, you want a... What belt has he got? What belt has he got? I want it. Beardo, you're in Flurio's life. Yeah, for about a half hour when I woke up to go for a piss. She didn't start till 12:30 when I got up to go to the toilet and saw her alive. I was there for about half an hour. Well, I woke up and my phone, I don't know what was on. It was like some chill vibe neon shit because I'd fallen asleep with my phone on. He's right, Coombsy. Paul, help me out. Wait, I still have a belt. What? I'm so confused. I'll get him, Crazy Katie. Hey, Crazy Katie, if you keep supporting anybody that's going up against me in the wrestling, I will ban you from the channel. See, the Pastor Bird comes in here all about his wrestling. In the next wrestling, you will face him for said belt. Coombsy, you're about to be lighter by one belt. I was in Dust Life till 4 AM. Until 6 AM the day before. Oh, man. Like, a Monday I stay up because I watch... what's the Paranormal Monkey? I watch a bit of Bristol. And then I watch... Kind of watch like an hour of... Boo Productions. And then I watch a bit of Jason Hawes. And by then I'm awake until... That's me awake till about 2:30. I can't keep doing it. Seg broke Spider Dobby's back. He wants it for 4 weeks. You were talking about it. What are you on about? We'll tag team him. Can bring it on. You ain't taking out the dragons. To be fair, Paul mentioned it. Yeah, and in doing so, summoned the Pastor Pervert, which means that... Suck my ass. Suck my ass. 4 a.m. for his life. Oh, fuck. Sometimes you get carried away and you just lose time, don't you? Skate still hasn't made me a wrestler. He doesn't know who I am. Who? Stu who? I think he's got some new people in there. I arrived here and you were talking about the wrestling. No, we weren't. I did. Beardo's been the champ for too long. I want to take him down. Yeah, you'll have to pick a belt though. You can't have them all in one sitting. That's just not on. I've worked hard for those belts. Don't forget, I ripped the shirt off for those belts. Beardo gone goth, gonna lose the belt. What? Oh dear. Beardo's been the champ for too long. Cough. Bring it. Bring it on. All of you. Fight all of you. I'm scared. Down with the champ. I'll fuck you up on all you little shit. Chris Moorcroft, thank you for the like over on Facebook. Hello, Sweet Goth. You are aware that you were awake in the daytime, right? Beardo's been the champ. I am the greatest champion of all time in the YPWF. Yes, there are new people coming in the wrestling, Beardo's man cave. Yeah, well, they'll allow to lace up my boots. Laura Lee, thank you for another £2. It's YouTube not showing my messages. Laura, if you're on Facebook, which I think you are, just drop me a message on Facebook on the Beardo page. It's free. I'm going to keep putting money in. If you want to get information to me, don't keep paying and then I'll go in through. Just send it to me free. I'm scared, Sweet Goth. You're scared of Sweet Goth? Many people are. Many are. You won't stand a chance against the new entrants. Hey, hopefully I'll have some new attire soon as well, because I sent the files to him. And I want a door. People are going to walk in through the door. Even though the door will be in the middle of a room. There are new people coming in the wrestling. But I came here to talk about a certain picture which appeared in your Facebook feed. Oh, you talking about the AI where somebody took my beard and hair from me? Fucking disgraceful. Disgraceful. Get behind me, pal. I'll sort it. Hey, Sweet Goth, if you're going to stick up for him, I've got this covered. Because you're only short. I'll just grab the top of your head. I'll just hold you like that. And you'll just be swinging at my armpits and missing. I'm going to send you another video of his snapping pasta. I sent him a photo of his photo the other night of pasta pre-snapped and in the pan. Glasgow Ghost Hunters, good afternoon to you. I'll work on it tonight, Beardo, and send you the picture of your new model. You'll have to have long hair again now, won't I? You look charming without beard and hair. I look like Phil Mitchell while he was drinking. Someone going through Donaldson, man, just sent a normal chat and it's not on my TV. Do you know what? On your TV, Laura, it may be the chat settings will be set to... What do they call it? I can't do it on you because I'm in YouTube Studio. Well done, Beardo. Lulu? Thanks, what did I do? But while Sweet Goth is distracting you, I'll run circles so fast that the floor falls out from under you. You've put a lot of thought into that. You're welcome to try. Beardo, I'm coming for your titles. No, you're not. Don't come on my titles, they're mine. You look like Phil Mitchell's love child. I know. It's disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful what people have been doing to me with AI. The Rapunzel beard, that was bad. Me as Snow White on a slab, that was bad. Baldo, savage. I'll have to give Beardo the Backstreet Boys look now. There's already a Backstreet Beardo. Getting brave in you? Brave anyway. What are you gonna do? I may live to regret that. Sending the pic to SpaghettiOs pasta snapped in a pan. Although he did compliment my homemade ragu. Not that shit out of a jar. My ragu. On YouTube, there's a live chat and top chat. It defaults to top chat, which doesn't show all posts. That's what I was trying to get to. Thank you, Devon Zipper. Devon, get the tables. You really need to do a match in your wrestling where they can only use handbags. I'm not sure that's an option. Just rename the channel to Beardo Gets Bullied. I may as well. Beardo, you are the champion of farts. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate you shouting that at me in capital letters. You knob. That sounds like a challenge. Try and take me down, sweet goth. Bite my kneecap. It looked very good, very meaty sauce. Yes, because in the UK we have the sauce so wet and all over the place. But having worked with Italians, the sauce should be a little bit less wet. Not less liquid. More meat and tomato and oregano and or as you Yanks say, oregano. Why the fuck do you call it oregano? It's dumb as fuck. I don't think there is such a possibility. There's always a possibility of everything. You need to do a match. The handbags, yeah. I want to see your wrestling outfit. I mean, to be fair, when I get the new APA-inspired merch made, just have to wear a pair of jeans and that, because it kind of looks like me. And all I'd have to do is grab my cut from up there and put it over a Beardo t-shirt. Job done. Backstreet Ghouls. What? I grew up watching old school British wrestling in the 70s. Out of shape old men in leotards and old women in the crowd hitting them with handbags and putting cigarettes out on their asses. That was great. I watched Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks and Penarth Leisure Centre when I was a kid. I hated it. Not sure. I think YouTube blocking me again. I've said ask Bristol or my phone number as I can talk to stepdad about HC. I don't mind them giving it to people who have a place to stay as well for you. Alright. Bristol got my phone number. If ask him if you can have it and tell him I've said it's fine. No belts, Beardo. Listen, even if I lose a belt to you, I can always get it back, Paul. Unlike you, though, I can grow hair. Kulaks made me use my hands to crush tomato. Oh, no, Kulaks. There are certain laws that passed in the 1900s. You're not allowed to use people like that anymore. It was frowned upon. Hey, Susan Victoria on Facebook, how you doing? Shots fired. I will continue to fire shots. Baldy Locks and the 3 fucking A's threatening to take my belt. You can suck my ass. APA inspired merch. So I've taken the APA and protection. I've taken that idea and I've turned it into. I can show you now. It's still on my phone. I just haven't put it on the store yet. Or it's on the store. I just haven't resized and stuff. Where the fuck is it? So instead of APA protection, we've got BGS debunking for the front of the shirt. And on the back, instead of don't take this ass whooping personally, it's don't take this debunk personally. So it's inspired by them. It's the same colour scheme and boxes and stuff. Just different text. Will any of the wrestlers from Spaghetti Shows go on to make trashy straight to VHS action movies? Me. Don't take that off him. Be careful summoning Will Smith with that hair joke. He married Jada Smith, alright? Just putting it out there. That woman seems like a bit of a bitch. Beardo gets belted, beaten by his own belt. It's easy. All I gotta do to win is sneak like a bottle of Veet in with me, hair removal cream. As soon as Paul gets in the ring, just spray it on his chin and his chest, the only place he's got it. Watch it fall out, and then he'll melt. You need to be Xenu to summon Will Smith. Baldo base form, Beardo Super Saiyan form, and Belto Super Saiyan 2 form. I don't watch. Is that Dragon Ball or something? I don't watch it. Eat, pray, debunk, repeat. Because he's involved in fucking Scientology. There are a few things that get under my skin quite a lot. Scientology being one of them. That is the biggest collection of Muppets and fucking lunatics ever. And everyone that is a Scientologist, that is an actor, is a fucking weirdo in real life. I'm sorry, but they are. And if I was a betting man, I'd put money on that Tom Cruise and John Travolta are fucked. I'll just say... Demonetized, banned from Facebook. Tables, ladders, trimmers. Loser gets trim. I'm not having to shave my beard match. So what? Using the new chair, even though I'm supposed to do a video on it. It's got the footrest out. I'm so comfy. I could go to sleep. Oh, that was a sit-up, that. That was a sit-up. No gaming today, no. I didn't have a great night's sleep. They're showing now my stepdad, who lives in Anglesey, his family who live and work in Hampton Court. We can go down there. So ask Bristol for my number, as I don't mind that. We'll find out too. Right, got it. Got it. I'm training for the wrestling. 2 sit-ups today. Tom Cruise as Lestat was suitable. He worked as Lestat because Lestat was an asshole. So disappointed to hear Beck was a Scientologist. Only a shit musician as well. Oh, I'm full on dickhead mode today. I'm sorry. I don't like Scientologists. I don't like Scientology. I don't like the spunk bubbles that pretend to be the fucking morons. They don't have an argument for any of it. But they're not quite as bad as the flat earthers. Stupidity levels. I think Scientologists are dangerous. Flat earthers are just fucking stupid. He's too short to be Lestat. See, I didn't read the book until after I watched the film. And I did enjoy... It's the only one of the few films I've enjoyed Tom Cruise in. Scientologists are everywhere in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's like a home base headquarters for him. I think Scientology's dangerous. Really fucking dangerous. Whereas flat earthers are just plain fucking stupid. Their arguments are like tissue paper. I watch a lot of Creaky Blinder. Just so you know, Thursday, no stream on this channel because I'm doing a live paranormal call-in with Creaky Blinder. And he's told Jimbo he's allowed to ring in if he wants to have it out with me. I think I've got Mama Geek's cold coming. I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. I really want to meet the Flat Earth someday and then explain what I do for a living. Do you know what? I worked with a Flat Earther and I assumed he was winding me up. I never believed that Flat Earthers believed it. How misguided was I? Because this guy kept trying to tell me how the Earth is flat and the proof he's got. And then I would just mock him with common sense. And I was his manager, so I probably shouldn't have. But I thought he was joking. I thought the boys had put him up to it until the area manager turns up and he's like, do you want a union rep? What? He was like, he's putting a complaint about you bullying him. You fucking what? Like, how have I bullied him? He was like, apparently you've been calling him stupid because he believes in the flat earth. And the mistake I made was, well, he is. And then when I had my interview, I was just like, he believes in flat Earth. He is fucking stupid. I'm not bullying him because he's a flat earther. I'm bullying him because he's fucking thick. I thought it was a wind-up. Scientology is trying to get a foothold in the UK. They tried to set up HQ in Gateshead. See, I don't think it'll work in the UK. UK is the religion in the UK is on such a decline. The next the generation below us, mostly atheists. The next one, they're going to be atheists and frying pans. I haven't watched American Psycho in years. Might try to make that happen. Mrs. Geek asked me about a good film that she hasn't seen the other day. I put American Psycho on for her. I came out here to work. Well, back in the living room to get coffee, and she's like, turned it off, it was shit. You watch your mouth, young lady. How dare you? Does the sky curve? Yes. It's not flat, you dipshits. I mean, the whole thing, like the moon. The moon is only, like, however many miles away. I don't remember the numbers because it's fucking stupid. It's like the stars. They're not really stars. They're lights stuck to a dome. Fuck off. They took over Clearwater, Florida by buying properties. Jesus. They already have a HQ in Sunderland. Really? And they've got an office in Amsterdam. Oh, guys, people need to get smarter. I mean, I'm going to be very careful how I say this because I'll get in trouble with some people. God ain't real. If you want to believe it, absolutely fine. If you want to believe it enriches your life, fine. But don't force that crap on me. And then don't go a step further and force your flat earth or your fucking alien overlords and shit. Muppets. Yeah, I saw a flat earther say that they thought that the moon was only 60 miles away. It's 60 miles away. And then they try to retroactively fit science into their arguments as to why it's not. The laps, the mental gymnastics that these guys do to try and make their fucking bullshit make sense. It's incredible. And then there was this whole thing where they were going to go to the Antarctic. The South Pole. Because at the South Pole, in this position, when the sun comes up, they could finally prove that the Earth is flat. They spent billions. Rich flat earthers. They all went there, and then exactly what science says will happen, happened. The sun. A lot of these guys immediately changed their opinions on the flat earth. Some of them doubled down on it. Scientology is a massive building in... Really? You mean, Beardo, in your eyes, God doesn't exist? Well, yeah, that's what I meant. You could say everyone's eyes because nobody's seen him, and to be fair, most people have talked to God. When God talks back, they turn into Scientologists or serial killers. I'm half joking. Want to gain positions in the US government so they get some protection. It's tricky, but we keep fighting. I could go on and on and on about it. Fucking wankers. I mean, while we're on the subject of lunatics and cult-like behaviour and stuff, my video tonight is actually quite appropriate to this conversation. Because I was alerted to an article by Sweet Goth. I just referred to Sweet Goth in the video as somebody told me. She sent me this article, and I got so angry reading it. I lost my shit. I was like, this is fucking horrific. Basically, some fucking dumb idiot decided that MLM-style sales pitches on Facebook and vitamins and supplements were better for her grandmother than her actual medication for her diabetes. And her grandmother died. And this woman who was all over Facebook telling people, you know, if you keep taking this shit that the government is telling you is medicinal, you were going to die. God will take care of you. She's actively telling people to damage themselves irreparably or worse. Got 9 months. I was fucking raging. So that's what I'll be covering on tonight's video, and how it links the cult-like behaviour and the pyramid scheme behaviour will link into the paranormal from the likes of Really Haunted, because he's got his own little cult going on there. And the whole thing with these guys is if you don't believe, then you're the problem. Well, that's what the ghost hunters are doing. So it does link in. I spent hours on this video. Good afternoon to you, Paranormal Monkey Podcast. How are you doing? Go to Krabby Bill's Seafood Restaurant at Clearwater Beach. Very good restaurant. What? It's more common than people think in MLM, Scientology, take people off meds and have them take the supplements too. I mean, in the video, I've taken a massive risk with the video. I don't actually say the brand that she used and the brand she was promoting whilst killing her family member. But the actual animated bottle that pops up on stream is the brand. It's like, if I say it, I'm going to get in trouble. And as long as I don't draw attention to it, which I'm doing now, but it's on my second channel, so it don't matter, the bottle that pops up is the actual brand. So you got a little bit of insight knowledge there. When you watch the video tonight, and you may be thinking, what supplements did she promote to kill her grandmother with? It's on the screen. All that health shit that builds out of the right-wing science denial is a damn mess. The deeper I've looked into it, and there's a few channels that I'm watching that Sweet Goth has introduced me to, and then they've introduced me to others, and sort of the way, I don't know where I was going with that. Good people debunking basically MLMs, pyramid schemes and stuff like that, but you can link it all. Uh-oh, copyright strike incoming. Nah. Can't copyright strike me for making an animation of the brand. Can they? I tried a lot of seafood at Krabby Bill's. Krabby, it sounds like somewhere fucking SpongeBob would go. Hi, Beto Weirdos, hope you're well. Hey, Debs M, how you doing? And I'm into some alt health metaphysical shit. But I still take my meds because I'm not an idiot. Essential oils don't fix diabetes. Exactly. I've had steroid creams and all sorts of stuff for my skin conditions that haven't worked. I've had very natural stuff that does work. I'm not saying that. But when you have to inject yourself to stop yourself going into a diabetic coma and dying, and your dickhead niece or granddaughter says, take these pills for $29.99 a month, because I earn money for my overlord that'll earn more money, and I'll employ more people and risk your grandmother's health. A dark, cheery topic, I see. I mean, we were on the wrestling at one point, and before that, Beardo starting shit again. Yeah, I'm taking my shit slinging worldwide. We stepping out to the paranormal, but we linking it to the paranormal, but I'm throwing shit at businesses now. Pain pills and muscle relaxers get me through these. Yeah, imagine somebody telling you you've got to swap them out for, like, an increase in every month price cost of shit. I've seen people do diet pills, and back in the 90s, my parents signed up to a company called Amway, and they were fucking weird. Not my parents, the people that came out. And I remember there being a picture on my fridge as a kid of a Jaguar XJ220, and my dad was like, they've told me to focus on what I really want in life. I was like, I knew that fucker liked cars more than me, prick. They had the Amway stickers in the cars, and there was this weird thing where they'd beep at each other on the motorway, and they'd be waving at each other. They'd never met, but because they had an Amway sticker, and it ended up with my parents being in debt. Massively. Pyramid schemes. Happy to stand and fight alongside you anytime, bud. Let's go. I can rest my arm on you. scam way. Yeah, they got my parents into debt. Even Yvonne is MLM. Yeah, I know plenty of people have done it. Nobody. The other guys that are knocking your door and selling you the shit, they don't even earn money. They earn pennies initially, but then you got to buy all the stock, and they just catch people out. And there are now energy companies and gas companies and stuff. I had this conversation last night. Gas, energy, you know the guys will knock your door. They got a car with the branding on it, and they're like, we can reduce your gas, your electric, your this, your that, the other. I've got this person with me. And you're getting fucking bullied into getting cheaper gas and electric, but then you've got to buy a SIM card, and then you've got to buy this, and then you've got to buy that. My mate was doing it. And I'm just like, you were involved in a scam, yeah? This is an MLM. What do you mean? I was like, it's a pyramid scheme. How can you be so smart and own your own business and fall for this shit? And we were cleaning products, yeah. But it's... I explain it in tonight's video that basically, right, I might still have the still images. I might have deleted them because the video's up and my hard drive is getting full again. What's this? Nope. That's not it. That's not it. Hang on. Right, this is 100% not, I repeat, not. It didn't work. Oh, this doesn't work like OBS. I was going to show the actual intelligent health. Where's the... This shit. That's the wrong screen. Why are you doing the wrong screen? This sort of stuff. That's what my mate was doing. That's what my parents were doing. This guy earns money, not from what they sell. This guy earns money off employing these people and getting them to sign up and throw their money down the fucking drain for boxes of cleaning products nobody bastard wants. And then that person earns, and then that person earns. This guy gets the Jaguar XJ220. These guys earn a little bit. These people get into debt. My mate was doing it. Sad. Very sad. Have I just killed my stream? No. Impersonate a Kulaks. What? Who's impersonate a Kulaks? Who would impersonate Kulaks? Don't impersonate Kulaks. He's ours. Burglar alarms, solar panel salesman. Those Hoovers were a great scam. My parents bought one for $2,000. $2 fucking grand. The Kirby Hoovers. My parents were dumb as fuck, come to think about it. They had the Kirby Hoover that cost thousands of pounds. Big noisy silver thing with a massive bag and 80 billion attachments that you never used for anything. I hope my parents don't watch this. Diabetes caused by genetics. Not. Caused by God. Amway was Neutralite originally, was failing, but Devos and Van Andel, like the structures, they bore over and made it into what it is today, the blueprint of all MLMs. Who would impersonate? I don't know. You would be the hardest person on the planet to impersonate, really, to be honest, Kulaks. Because not even you can fucking speak properly. They would have to impersonate you getting words wrong. Encyclopedias give me lots of smartness enough to know that school was a scam, and I learned more by dropping out and start my own business. I don't think anything I ever learned in school has done me anything good. My parents also have a Kirby. Fuck, that thing was massive and expensive. Hard to find the distribute. Joe, I think my parents still got theirs. The only thing that broke in them was the belts inside. You had to replace the belts all the time. I bet you can't get them now. There is only one Alessio. He is very unique with his Kendall stick. Kendall stick. You do a very good impression of me. I did one last night, Spaghetti, because somebody said something about you. It was kind, and then I was horrible. And I was like, Spaghetti sometimes forgets the rest of us don't speak Italian, and he gets a bit carried away. And then you fanculo! Can I interest you in a Spanish timeshare? I think my parents bought a timeshare as well. Fuck it, I'm gonna shave, and I'm gonna go to my parents' house and sell them something. They're dumb as fuck. Pyramid schemes, yeah. MLM's pyramid scheme, it's all linked and it's all cultish behaviour. And the fact that this door has been opened to me and I'm just like, wow, all these evil people. And I can link it to the paranormal in places. I'm not straying too far out of the paranormal. But what I can do is then, once I've got comfortable with it and explaining things, I can then segue into these people that know better. Just sitting back to let you know, the blocks have been stood for 48 hours, just to make it that bit more interesting. The fact that me and Ryan were pretty much jumping on that floor to try and get them to fall, and they didn't after they'd just fallen, was bizarre to me. Then you have Herbalife, original founder passed, the current one originally worked at Disney, tells you a lot about shady shit. Or he can draw. Listen, whatever you say about me, you know I will never take offence. That's just proof that I have a place in your heart. Kulaks, with all due respect, we have become very good friends over the last year, even though you turned your back on me in Call of Duty. Paul is more loyal than you are. He still fights the war with me. You can still get Kirby for the low price of £2,849. I'd want it to suck more than the carpet for that money. I did too enjoy 20 years until Spanish law and timeshare group confused the law and everyone had to pay extra thousands. Thankfully, I'm sure my parents nearly bought into a timeshare and then didn't. I'm sure they were going to. Somebody with common sense at some point must have said, listen, after fucking Amway and Avon, don't be so dumb. Random question, does anyone else remember King Arthur as an historic figure? See, I'm Welsh, and that's a really difficult one. Because there are places in Wales where they would historically tell you, King Arthur is buried here. Ain't that far from me. There's somewhere around here, a couple of miles away, called the King Arthur Cave, which is apparently featured in the story. I'm saying story, by the way. So, yeah, in a way, it was almost historical to me. Call of Duty isn't a war. Call of Duty is a playground. Get on Battlefield, soldier. 70 quid I haven't got. I haven't turned your back on COD. You actually win more without me. It was a strategic retreat. A strategic retreat. I'm glad to call you my friend. Strategic You could tell he's Italian. There was a war and he's fucked off. King Arthur's castle sounds Welsh. Apparently it's linked around here. But then you go to Nottingham and there's stuff for Robin Hood like he was an historical figure. It's weird. Did a lot of research on King Arthur. Not sure they found any smoking gun on an historical figure, but I enjoy the archaeology and mythology. Me too. I should probably go to the King Arthur cave. Do an investigation there. Supposedly King Arthur's cave and grave, but nothing in the records. Merlin originates in Wales. Arthur may have started in England or Wales. Lady of the Lake is 100% Welsh. Yeah, Merlin was a Welsh wizard. It was me in a past life. Alakazam and shit. Avon got me the startup money for my business. Really? King Arthur is also buried in Germany, France, Scotland and Cornwall. No, he's not. He's buried here. You're not having him. Piss off. Kulog's changed sides. No comment. I'll say it. He's Italian. What did you expect? Tintagel sounds Welsh, but it's the end of the UK. There's a few places in England that sound really Welsh. I've noticed them when I'm driving. You could also do an historic topic on it at the same time. Yeah, it'd be interesting to do the Merlin Cave. Tell the story and then see if you get any activity. Because, you know, it's about as real as ghosts, isn't it? I was mind blown to find out as an adult that Sherwood Forest was a real place and not just in... Oh, Sherwood's real, yeah. I've done the rabbit hole for months after I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, Sherwood Forest. It's one of... Oh, how many forests is it? I learned this on Justin's podcast the other night and I forgot it. I think there's only... Is it 4? There's only 4 forests in the UK. What we would call a forest, for the most part, are woods. Sherwood is actually one of the actual forests. You got the Forest of Dean, Sherwood Forest. That's it. There's only 2. But yeah, and I didn't know what the difference is. I thought the difference was size. Is the size of the ground that the trees are in? Would that denote forest or woods? And it doesn't. It's actually a mixture of the size, the tree canopy cover. A robber wearing a hood and Robin Hood or Robin Hood. What? I asked because growing up, Arthur was a real figure. People speak about the knights, but Arthur has been mythified. Epping Forest? Yeah, I think that's more of a woods though, isn't it? Cannock. People call Cannock a forest, it's not. Spamalot is my favourite King Arthur storm. What? Spamalot? Battlefield 5 is £35 now. Ooh, it's because nobody's playing it. The Black Forest. That's a Gatto. Idiot. Black Forest. Or it's not the nickname for the Forest of Dean. Woodlands is something else to forest. Yeah. I didn't know that until, 2 weeks ago in the Paranormal Monkey podcast. So she had a guy on that was talking about the stories from haunted forests, and I thought the difference was just how many acres they were, and it's not. King Arthur's cave is in Aberystwyth and has links to Cardigan Bay, while Merlin... No, his cave is in Pencoed. While Merlin is said to be buried somewhere in the Gower. Listen, I will argue that your mythical figure being buried in those areas is bullshit. That mythical figure is buried in my local area. Not Germany. Not Aberystwyth. Nobody gets buried in Aberystwyth. It's a shithole. Kenny Biddle, good afternoon, sir. Looking forward to your chat later. Are you going to shout at anyone tonight? Looking forward to seeing the Paranormal Monkey. Beardo, I know you're a wrestling fan. Have you played any of the games? I played loads of them until the Xbox One, and then I gave up. The New Forest. Where's the New Forest? Black Forest in Germany. I was talking about the UK. Oh, I'm sure they named the Forest of Dean the Black Forest. The famous yew tree in the movie is actually on Hadrian's Wall and was chopped down by 2 idiots. Have they saved the tree? I only saw that it was cut down. There was a documentary about it on Netflix. There's 2 assholes went and cut this centuries-old tree down. Historical relevance. Well, more linked to folklore, but still. People came from all over the world to see that tree. And 2 assholes cut it down for a laugh, and they got caught because they were text messaging each other about it. Dumbasses. His father, Uther Pendragon, was one of the giants who helped build Stonehenge. I watched something the other day, and they were trying to say that Stonehenge isn't stone. Stonehenge is the corpse of a giant. And you can tell because of the fingers poking out of the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they were trying every which way they could to make out that Stonehenge was the skeleton of a giant. Like, have you seen Stonehenge? The human body has 206 bones. 207. If I'm watching Marvel movies. Of varying shapes and sizes. Those stones are kind of uniformed. Wow, that's a stretch. It's probably on Amazon, because Amazon, they'll put any old shit on there. It's 100% true that my brother's dog's chicken was there when Stonehenge was built. I mean, Stonehenge was always a mystery to me. I didn't know how they did it. And then, hey, I'm Wilkinson. And somebody was like, hey, you need to watch this guy. Some guy in his backyard, I think it was Phil told me about it. Some guy in his backyard with some sticks and a pebble recreated a Stonehenge stone being lifted. It was wild. The Black Forest in Germany. Bollocks. But they are giant bones. Yeah, but where's the rest of them? Where's the rest of them? There's not enough. It's the hand of a giant. Don't take that away from me. Somewhat near there, yeah. The heel stone is a human foot. I wish I'd kept my mouth shut. Omi made mushroom goulash that night and wanted to pick up this pretty mushroom, and he slapped it in my hand. It was red, white polka dot. Someone who's been to Stonehenge, if that's the skeleton of a giant, they need to get their brains checked. It's too square to be finger bones. There's some bizarre stuff. And these things are put out there as documentaries. There is some really stupid and somewhat dangerous things out there. Most people are not going to watch it and believe it. But some people will. You know what they say about big hands? Where's the rest of him? Exactly. You know, when Seg flees his mortal fucking coil, he's not just going to be a group of dick fingers in the ground, is he? There'll be a massive head somewhere as well. James Upton, please don't do the Fatma Whitbread thing again, because you completely derailed us last week, you dickhead. The henge stones were carried via the causeway. Peter the Black Forest from the Tales of the Brothers Grimm is in Germany. I knew that. Learning. I saw a stupid conspiracy that Stonehenge are the fingers and Easter Island is the head. Yep. You're all wrong. Stonehenge is a song by Spinal Tap. 11 out of 10 proof. So we did there, Wayne. Very good. Very good. Hey, Mr. Don't Scare Claire, how you doing? How did they move 25 ton of stones 3,000 years ago? Surprisingly easy. We watched a guy do it on the main channel, what, about 2 months ago? He had a couple of sticks, and a couple of round stones, and he lifted the equivalent of the weight of a Stonehenge pillar. Absolutely incredible. Don't ask him about Fatima Whitbread. The henge was re-erected and pre-existed. I met a druid at Stonehenge. He never spoke. The group were with accused my mum of dressing me up as a druid. You see a ghost? The Eiffel Tower is the giant's peepee. I can always rely on you lot to be grown up. Maybe it was the dinosaurs. That's what it was. The dinosaurs made a circle of stones. Ah, Kenny, I hope you're back to work. Isn't there a circle of stones like Stonehenge around it? There's stone circles all over the UK. There's one very close to me. Move stones around like that in my bedroom. Levers and pulleys. Has anyone had Fatima Whitbread come into... Stop. Ah, James. James, do you see what you've done? Do you see what you've done? It was Beardo. He was an ancient druid, and all he did was point at the stone and then vanish. Coombsy, you're winding me up again, right? We visited Stonehenge in September, went to the Inner Circle, very eerie. I've only ever driven past it. Never. I live in the UK, never been to Stonehenge. I've seen it, but I've driven past it. Humans used dinosaurs as cranes. I saw it on TV. Try to have a grown-up conversation. If the dinosaurs really existed, how come they didn't fall off the side of the Earth when the asteroid hit? Since it's... I will fucking end you. Mark Woodley, King Arthur is not known to be buried anywhere in reality, as he is widely considered a legendary figure rather than a historical one. However, according to tradition, he and Queen Guinevere were allegedly buried in Glastonbury. No. No. That mythological man is buried in Pencoed. That's why he's got so many burial places, because he didn't fucking exist. I'm not. That actually happened. We were with a group and visited Inside Circle, and they accused my mum. Alright. I didn't know that. Stonehenge is petrified dinosaur shit. You can only see Stonehenge in the distance now. It's a big fence. Yeah, when I went to Dorset, or I went to meet up with the boys from Dorset, Parples Hotel was really close to Stonehenge. We drove past it twice because the numpty got lost. The Earth is flat and a Whitbread. Oh my god. Come on. Glastonbury is supposed to be Avalon, that's where they get that. Also, the monastery in Glastonbury made it all up for money. But Glastonbury's on ley lines. And ley lines have magical powers, don't you know? Isn't that right, Kenny Biddle from the Centre for Inquiry? Ley lines are real and have magical powers. All meet up in Glastonbury. 8. Uther Pendino. You can still visit the inside of the circle. It's expensive and not worth it. You basically just stand closer now. Don't get to go up to them unless it's the festival. Yeah, that's mad. You can't go there any other time of the year and touch the stones. If you turn up at the summer solstice, pissed out of your skull, covered in orange paint, you can lick them. It's fucked up. I did one day of MLMs when I was younger. I came out with a fiver, cried on the way home. The young lad stayed sending all night. And just had a shave at work in the morning. Used to be a DJ at Stonehenge, classic rock, but I'm no longer mixing that circle. It's not classic rock anymore at Stonehenge either, it is. All ravers and stuff. Fuck 'em. Mickey, he gets lost following sat-navs. Who? Not me. I do know about the ley lines, and I really want to go visit I've been to Glastonbury. Bizarrely, I always get ill of Glastonbury. And my friends used to tell me it was because I was cursed and shit. You know, back when I was a full-blown believer and I was dumb as fuck. Jesus visited Glastonbury. Yep, he did. He did. I mean, back in the day, Jesus fed 5,000 people with 2 loaves of bread and a fish. Or was it a loaf of bread and 2 fish? Imagine what he could do now with a family bucket from KFC. He could feed 8 billion people with a family bucket. Chicken for everyone. I'm gonna get a row for that one. Ruthie Jane, good afternoon. Why did it enter my head that Jesus would just have a KFC family bucket laying around? between. Jesus didn't go to Glastonbury to see Radiohead. He went to watch Rolf Harris. Oh. Whew. That was funny. KFC sucks. I wasn't saying it didn't suck. I'm just saying Jesus with a loaf of bread and some fish did a lot of damage, or a lot of good. Give him a man a family bucket. Water into wine, you get a shit feast as well. Hey, Priority Demon, how you doing? Couple of munchie boxes out at the kebab shop. Yeah, you go get those massive boxes that feed 4 people. See what Jesus can do with them. I'm doing well, thank you, Ruthie. I take it you're laughing at my stupidity of Jesus. JFC. Oh, fucking hell. We're all going to hell. Just saying. Jesus was at a Ghost concert. I don't know, and mashed potatoes are pretty damn good. I don't mind KFC. He'd be unstoppable. Exactly, Ruthie. Absolutely unstoppable. Give him a pork pie. Pork pies don't go very far, do they? Not even Jesus could do that. Jesus plays for Arsenal. I think he also cleans Kenny Biddle's pool. Did you not know you get a free refill on KFC buckets? Or in this country. I wish we had those munchie boxes in Norway. We get family buckets and sharing kebab shop buckets and all that. Norway. Strömming. I bet that's fucking Swedish or some shit now. Girly Twirly, thank you for the £5. Jesus with chicken fingers tax. Like KFC, to be fair, the KFC gravy is fantastic. If you're on a budget and you want something that tastes exactly like KFC gravy, go to B&M Bargains and buy their Southern style gravy in the cardboard tube. It's banging. I get 1 bucket and it's mine. I mean, I could probably do a family bucket on my own. Not with the chips. Oh, I'll say that. I wouldn't know. I went out yesterday. Obviously Sunday lunch, and there was dessert. I came home, and I tried to hide it on stream. I felt rough all stream. I had food sweats and everything. And for me, it didn't seem like that. I was ill last night. They kept Giants weapons, etc. Destroyed burial sites and tombs. I'd need to see proof. I wish I still owned my Jesus is my homeboy t-shirt. I had a Dogma-inspired t-shirt that my mother binned. I was in my 20s, but I didn't live at home, but my mother binned it. It was that Jesus. And it said, while your God may love you, I think you're a... Oh yeah, well, the devil's ass is in the UK. Why does that sound like it's a real thing? The Zinger Stacker Tower, or the Zinger Stacker Burger is epic. KFC gives me the poo emojis. Well, do they come free with a family bucket? Oh dear. Jesus Christ Superstar. I've never watched it. I know I was a musician. I hate musicals. Hate them. He's also got the Devil's Punch Bowl. What? It is Beardo. It's in Derby. I thought it. Yeah. Because the Witches' Trees are in Derby as well. No, not Derby. The Witches' Trees are in Dorset. I've been to Derby. I didn't know the Devil's Lettuce Bowl was up. Devil's Lettuce Bowl. That's a change from Enos. Don't want to get them mixed up. Salad will taste like shit. Sisters of the Moon, how are you doing? I've got Buddy Jesus in my downstairs toilet. We love a bit of Jesus merch. I used to have a lot of stuff from Dogma because I think Dogma is one of the most intelligent films Kevin Smith has ever made. Musicals are the worst type of entertainment. Yeah, I'm not a figure. I pop the Giant's fingers Stonehenge into Discord. Hey, get your giant fingers out of me. Devil's Punch Bowl is in Hindhead. Devil's Ass is in Derby. What is the Devil's Ass? I had a t-shirt that said Jesus loves you, but I think you're a prick. Yeah, it was when I was in a band called Failed State. We had a song called Your God. I think it's available on SoundCloud. And it was my anti-religion song, and basically I listed off a load of famous religious make-believe beings, like Mary Magdalene and all that shit. And the chorus to the song was, your God, he doesn't love you. Your God, he thinks you are a C-bomb. And I think that's still available on SoundCloud. Phil. Some of the catchers, a soft spot for cheesy musicals. Me, not so much. Unless it's Hakuna Matata. Are you drinking out of a comic beer? I'm not. I'm drinking out of a fucking Backstreet Boys cup. I'm lovely. Sorry, been quiet. I'm trying to get my head around the SEN reform white paper. Hearing you mention KFC, I might go get some free food as Cameron's working. How long will it take him to get it down here? We also have a fungus called devil's finger fungus. I believe Seg calls it that when the toilet paper breaks and it... Oh, the devil's finger. True story. The Smithson family destroyed a lot. We've got hell in Norway. Guess what happens every winter? Does it freeze over? I want to go to Norway. Norway seems magical. Oh, I found my way to annoy you now. Oh, musicals. There's lots of ways to annoy me. The Backstreet Boys, Oasis, and musicals. Oh, yeah, you're not... I don't go through toilet roll like that. Beardo, I tell my niece rubbish like that all the time, like gnomes are gnomes. Emphasise that... I do that. Could you pass me the knife? I don't see the point in silent letters. So, pass me the knife. Gnomes. And now and again, I'll throw one in that doesn't have a silent key, just to make people laugh. Like when I was like... I said something about... It was with the kids. I was like, could you pass the knife? They were like, yeah, what for? I was like, because my neck is hurting. And they just like, you're stupid. And then they laugh. Jazz hands. If I had a ban button on this stream, doing it. Not the Oasis thing again. Shame on you, Beardo. Fuck off, you mank bastard. I've been to some musicals before, but when they break out into song, boredom fills my soul. Beardo in musical images. Oh, fuck. Facebook, I do apologise. Ruthie, I see you tell me why, and I'll raise you it. Off topic, Beardo. When you off back to the priest cottage? Soon-ish. I've got an invite to take Mike from Real Evidence with me. Speaking to the owners. Madness tribute bands annoy me. Those fuckers... Ah. Honest to God. That camping trip with Phil. He's not lying. There was a Madness tribute band. They played until I don't know what time in the morning. But yeah, they played Baggy Trousers 5 times. We were raging at them in the distance, like, fuck off! You'd have forgot your favourite band, Nickelback. Suck my ass. Imagine if the Backstreet Boys wrote a musical about the story of Oasis. I will end you. Dan Lago, I will find you. I will end you. I heard there's a new popular one called Epic Musical. I've never seen such a queue for the actors. What? I'm not a mank, I'm Scottish, Norwegian. Well, you should know better then, Rob Linklater. The only people that actually like Oasis are from Manchester because they've got some weird sense of loyalty to them. Like Welsh people supporting the Welsh Rugby Union right now. They shit, we know they shit, but we support them just because it's all we've got. The sedimentary fossil of Leviathan sitting on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. When you say Leviathan, I mean, there's more potential for that, I guess, because the ocean's so deep that we don't know what's down there. But to say it's definitely down there, I think that's a stretch. Could there be something like that down there? Possibly. You know, a Leviathan, it's really just a big sea creature, right? If you're going back to the Priest Cottage, feel free to call in. Of course I will. I need a piss and coffee. Beardo does Julie Andrews. Not in this day and age. She's looking a bit rough. She hasn't aged that well. I mean, she's old as shit. When she was Mary Poppins, Julie Andrews was kind of hot. What's with the Beardo troll video? What? Oh, do you mean the thing that pops up when... Because we used to get a lot of trolls in, and then people would donate to silence the trolls. And it worked, because they don't hang around anymore. So that's where that came from. My partner's from Manchester, and she can't stand Oasis. A woman with sense. Or a man with sense, sorry. I've stopped watching. Too painful. We did alright against Scotland. Hills are alive with the sounds of Beardo. Fuck off. 3 of you typed that then. You weirdos. I would not do Julie Andrews. She's old. She'll throw it a hip or something. Love my effects girls. Obviously I met, obviously one of them's been ill and in hospital, but I met 2 up there. Fantastic, lovely people. Sneezing fits suck. Megan, have you pissed yourself again? Poke poke? What do you mean poke poke? What are you poking? This isn't Facebook in 2005. Mary Poppins, y'all. Beardo Poppins. I can't wait to see the damage you lot do that I've got to repost to Facebook tomorrow. Beardo does Madonna. Not since the 90s. I used to find Madonna hot. And it's got nothing to do with her age. It's the weird shit she's done. Dennis Rodman. Oh. Beardo sings Annie. Now we'll do that tomorrow. Not a biblical monster. It was called Tangara. The Midgard Serpent. Didn't Nessie get accused of being the Midgard Serpent at one point? Good day, Caroline Saxby. Reverend, is there articles somewhere that I can look this up? Don't give that look. I don't know if you know this about me, Reverend. I'm a very sarcastic man. I'm just asking. Beardo Mia, Mama Beard. There's anything I hate. Do you know what? I think that Mamma Mia bollocks just edges past Oasis in shitness. Beard in The Wizard of Oz, he'd make a good wizard. I liked The Wizard of Oz as a kid, but then I grew up. Beardo sings hymnals. Hymnals? Hell, hymnals. I don't know what that is. Beardo's scarecrow because he's got no brain. Silence, dolphin. Put you in a can of tuna. Grease, Beardo. Do grease. No. Ooh, I got chills. They're multiplying. Oh, I feel dirty for even saying that. I feel absolutely filthy. I think my Facebook Live has just crashed. Yep, Facebook Live ended. The Facebook put a time limit on how long you can go live for. Hymns. Are you losing control? Yeah. It's electrifying. Rock of Ages. Wait, did my YouTube stream just get Facebook stream get taken down? Have I been banned from Facebook live streaming because of my Jesus jokes? That'll be hilarious. Where's my notifications? I got into trouble on Facebook again. Like when they banned me for impersonating Beardo Gets Scared. That was fucking hilarious. Facebook hate me. Pinky, hello. The only thing related to Leviathan Fossil a quick search gives is Leviathan. What the fuck you want? I don't even know what that is. Laura Lee's got a stream delay. She's just listened to the KFC Family Bucket from Jesus. They might have a time limit. Yeah, I can't see a warning on there yet. It'll come. Like John Travolta all over Tom Cruise's back. How did John Travolta break his leg? He slipped on No. Lyra the Raven, good morning to you. We just thought we'd help liven up the chat a little bit, Beardo, at your expense. That's what happens, innit? I start off having meaningful conversations and discussing, important topics and stuff, and then you lot ruined it. Again. Get up at 2:40 AM? Why? Facebook has a duration of 8 hours live broadcast. Oh. I better check my emails or something, didn't I? I was in trouble on Facebook. I changed my profile picture the other day and they banned me for 3 hours. I haven't got any alerts. Not that I can see. Here's what it is. Beardo, Black School of Rock. What? All this Leviathan stuff is going over my head, but Cassie knows about it from playing Subnautica. Leviathan was basically a large fucking whale, wasn't it? Moby Dick. Moby Dick was a Leviathan. Just a big sea creature. But I don't know if a Leviathan could be like a giant squid. I don't know. Who knows? Got to support Laura and Sarah as much as I can. Do you set an alarm for 2:40 AM to go and watch YouTube channels? That's some dedication. Entity 7 Joe Vitali, how you doing? Welcome in. You had any more shit for your Annabelle visit? So if I had an 8-hour duration for a live on Facebook, then where's my live stream gone? Oh, the Kirkyard. I've been to the Kirkyard. Couldn't get in there though. Sorry, I was reading a message from Facebook before they rudely took my stream down. First time I realised thalassophobia. What's that? Thalassophobia. What's that? I tracked cartography. I followed every detail historians ignored. The animal was killed and it died through a process called whale fall. Have you got papers or something on this? You tracked the cartography, followed every detail that historians have ignored. The animal was killed and it died through a process called the whale fall. You have more information about this. Came on Facebook due to my feed being flooded with Trump and his bullshit every day since he got re-elected. I don't see no Trump stuff on there. Oh, Fear of Deep Oceans. Right. I think Mrs. Geek's got that. She's scared of everything. Nope, no more shit. Hold my beer, Joe. It was paralysed by octopus bite. That's very specific. I need more information. Where do I look up this information? I'm not mocking you. I genuinely need more information. Persistent intense fear of deep bodies of water such as oceans, seas, or lakes. This is why I'll go by what a nasty accident on one of these things, because, you know, I'm fucking stupid and I don't fear the ocean and I don't fear heights. Kind of weird with heights, I guess. Persistent intense fear of deep bodies of water. Did you know there are people out there with a phobia of beards? What's it called? Pagonophobia is the intense, irrational, and often debilitating fear of beards or facial hair. It's a specific phobia that can trigger anxiety, trembling, and panic attacks. It is frequently rooted in negative experience, stereotypes, or sensory discomfort, treating bearded individuals with mistrust. It's rude. There are people that fear me just because I'm too lazy to shave. You have a phobia of stupid people. Oh. I don't have a fear of heights, I have a fear of hitting the ground with great force. True. I worked with a girl who had a phobia of sweet cut. I'm like, there's people with phobias of eggs. There are people with a fear of sweet goths too. Scammers, usually. Debs, you better shave yet. People don't like beards, they're scared of them. The fear is often rooted in associating beards with lack of hygiene, illness, or intimidating, hidden, untrustworthy. This ain't a phobia, this is fucking insulting. Some people are so severe that they can fear stubble. I'm fucking mortified. Some people fear of sweet got better shave. Phasmophobia is the fear of phobias. Phobophobia. What? Phasmophobia is the fear of ghosts. Beards take so much more to maintain. The amount of money that I spend on beard stuff, and I'm not talking about dye before any of you start, are separate. How do those people even function? I don't know. They go outside, or like, come on kids, we're going to McDonald's, and then I walk out and they just like, oh my god, there's a bit, I'm dead. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm scared of beards. Bugaboo. Yeah, it's hairist. That's what it is. It's hairist. Fucking judge me. Saw a clip once of a woman with intense fear of olives. See, I can understand the fear of heights. People can die from falling. I can understand the fear of spiders because there are poisonous spiders. That's something that's built into us from, you know, cavemen days. Who the fuck's ever died to a beard? Apart from proving demons' views. Papyrophobia is the fear of paper. I mean, paper cuts, that makes sense. All of these fears. Oh my god. You need to look up the olive woman. The fear of long words is hippopotamus. You've made that up. The hippopotamus has ruined it. According to dating apps, some women definitely have a fear of beards. Some saying it's unnatural. Beards are unnatural. Most natural thing. Oh my fucking god. We had to develop the means to shave. I bet the flat earthers too. What's the one with the phobia of peas? She said they're all ganging up on a... These people are making it up, right? Surely. Ooga booga. Hair stubble. Yikes. I know, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. It's accumulated through re-examining the information as serious witness testimonies without the biased perspective. Yeah, but where can I see that information? Because you keep talking about this giant dead fish, and there's nothing for me to look at. You have a phobia of ocean crabs. A lot of people have got a phobia of human crabs. No beardo, I'm a mank, and I hate them. Laura Lee, at around 5 to 5, you will realise that you're about 15 minutes behind chat. I have a phobia of skinny man legs. Luckily, I don't have skinny legs. I got calf muscle under my fat. Flea beard. I haven't got fleas. I'm not a fucking dog. You must hate the skinny jeans trend. Hey, I don't wear skinny jeans. It's just my jeans have turned into skinny jeans because I've grown. You have a fear of earwigs and wasps? Yeah, wasps and bees. Yeah, they scare the shit out of me. What if we send Beardo some fun subreddits? That could be fun. Beardo, you might be a fortune teller. No, she's... Shut up, Coombsy. IV needles? See, I don't have a thing with needles. I don't know, Beardo, didn't it say most stem from an experience? If like a person with a beard did something to them. Oh, yeah. I guess so. But when the people say the beards are unnatural, they're not. They're very natural. Most fake paranormal channels have that phobia these days. Of what, beards? I had a fear of my old man when he shouted. I had a fear of car doors at 5:10 when I knew my old man had come home from work and I'd pissed my mother off. That's true fear. You have a phobia of bridges. You know, Donna is watching one of your live streams from the other channel thinking this is live. What? Oh. Oh, Donna. Oh, dear Donna. I have a fear of frogs, but I know why. See, yeah, there are going to be some people that have fears because of maybe somebody did something to them and they had a beard. I can understand that. Fear of frog, like, there are people that have fears, like people scared of frogs because when they were a kid, a frog went up their t-shirt or something. I know people that are scared of bats because they had a bat stuck in their hair when they were a kid. I kind of get that. And that the phobia is the fear that ducks are watching you. What? You know, they all said the men were covering things up with their beards. I meant, hello, makeup. Isn't a beard... My beard isn't tested on fucking animals. True. Your time slip comment got censored. Not by me. Microphobia. Fear of small things. No. I love coulrophobia. Fear of clowns. There's so much of that. A lot of it's got a link to Pennywise, right? Not the band. There's a subreddit of tropes. A trope is the topic, and people provide movies or references that perfectly call out that trope. Really interesting. That's definitely something. Maybe we should do a Reddit thread live one day. We'll get it from the Discord. You guys find some bizarre Reddit threads, and then we'll read them and laugh. No, true fear was hearing your mum coming down the stairs, and you had a split second to scatter before your siblings. Yep. Why I always wear shoes in the house. Not because I could have outrun my dad. I just had to outrun my brother. What's it called when you're scared of people in masks? Masklophobia or maskophobia is the intense irrational fear of people wearing masks, costumes, or in some cases mascots. Commonly seen in children who struggle to distinguish fantasy from reality or recognise faces. It's like kids that are scared of Santa, innit? You always see those photos of some kid doing that. Tears and snot and shit running on their face because they've gone to see the one guy that gives them shit. Like, stop crying, he's giving you presents, you ungrateful little shit. But kids, loads of kids are scared of Santa. Porcelain dolls. My daughter's scared of dolls. Porcelain dolls. Your feelings to Killer Clowns from Outer Space. See, I loved that as a kid. Absolutely loved it. Arachibatrophobia is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. I have a fear of William Shatner ever since Halloween. That's why I can't watch Seg. It's not because he's too posh. Coombsy, do you know like... Coombsy, you don't have a fear of masks. You were in here wearing a fucking Dobby mask, idiot. I'm talking 80s, Debenhams. Kids screaming everywhere, scared of the fat man with a beard. Shut up. Don't say it. None of you say it. I'll ban you. Segophobia. Sheepophobia. There's literally a phobia for everything. Alright then. Is there a phobia for the fear of dad jokes? Nah. Academia decided what was... Reverend Wolf... You've thrown a lot of information out there. Well, you haven't. You've thrown out your thoughts. You're entitled to your thoughts. Of course you are. But I have asked you, is there anywhere where I can look at the information that has caused for you to come to this conclusion? If it's a logical conclusion, then there must be a paper trail of evidence that I can follow to your conclusion, right or wrong. And I'm sorry to say, you've spent an hour at this point of saying, trust me, bro, I've seen it. It's not how I work. I'm not asking you to produce a fucking whale corpse. I'm just asking, where can I read for the things that you have claimed? Always noticed at pre-primary school, the badly behaved kids are petrified of people in costumes. No, lovely. The chat on your right is delayed. The normal chat on your left is not. Hey? Fear a cluster. Yeah, the chat on screen there, that's top chat, not... Oh, I don't know. I give up. Is it 5-2? It's 5-2. It's 5-2, Laura. I said at 5-2, you realise you're 15 minutes behind, and there you are saying, no, I'm not. You know, what is that strange cushion behind you? It's not strange. That was made for me. It's me as a Viking. Somebody's hand painted that. It's only there because the daughter... That's my daughter's blankets and pillows pile for when she's on the PC behind me. Because she's a knob. I bet there's plates there as well. Yep. There's a plate up there. And instead of taking the plate out, lifted a candle and put a candle on the plate instead of taking it out. Knob. I meant to go live off that PC today as well. Read it as a story about a marine biologist who claims to have found a leviathan. Read it though, innit? When somebody's making these... Wait, Lord... Alfred. Right, let's get fucking Googling. Lord Alfred Tennyson was the last to see his carcass. Right, he died in 1892. Listen, your capital let. Right, do you know what? Phil, get rid of it, will you? Reverend Wolf, you're taking the piss. He wrote a poem called The Kraken. You've trust me, broed me. I've looked this up. He wrote a poem called The Kraken. There is nothing on the internet to say that this man ever looked for the Leviathan. You were looking at poems. It's a fucking poem about the Kraken. I'm trying to engage. Thank you, CRL. I've tried to engage in a conversation because listen, if this guy has followed a paper trail and he has done all of this work, that could prove that there is a Leviathan that has been hidden by somebody at the bottom of the sea. Fair. Give me something to read. Give me something to look at. It's interesting to me. But you've been trust me broing for an hour and then you link me to a fucking poet. Can you read the poem, good sir? No, I can't. Because I'm annoyed now. I genuinely thought there may be some papers or maybe he's written something. He didn't. He just linked it to a fucking Wikipedia page that he didn't read properly. These fucking Krakens. Need to go learn about proof. They were some bold claims and I was willing to take some time there to see if I could understand where that came from, because it all sounded shit. But then to link me to a fucking poet that didn't see shit. You know, check the channel. Is it a flat earther? Is it a flat earther? Let me have a look. Oh, right, he was self-promoting. I see. He was self-promoting. The world is the Kraken. A fossilized remains discovered under the Leviathan's grave. He's mixed up two different myths there and tried to pass them off as historical research and work that he's done. You penis. Ah, knobhead tax. Thank you for the £2 knobhead tax, Catherine Lawrence. He was self-promoting was what he was doing. It's in Davy Jones' logger now. Oh my god. You tried to give people a bit of the benefit of the doubt. All his messages are gone. You can still see them. Well, me and the mods can still see them. It's not worth bringing him back up because he mixed his own historical bullshit up. Late alert by the look of it. Going back to Planet Crafter now. Thank you, CRL. Last night when somebody was like, there's no mods here, and I was like, ah, fuck, here we go. Jolene came from nowhere. Today, CRL comes from nowhere. Phil does it as well. And Annalise, you can't help them, Beardo. Listen, I was all prepared to listen even if I didn't believe the story, I was willing to look at some research and some papers to see where this thing came from. And he was doing it to self-promote his 20 subscriber channel. He was yapping and yapping, and I did catch him saying diabetes has to do with diet. Depends on the diabetes, doesn't it? Type 1 diabetes, no. That's got nothing to do with your diet. Type 2 diabetes is where I'm heading. I looked into the Leviathan. Everywhere I looked, it said mythical creature. Can even be traced back to the Bible just to see monster camp story. Yeah. But the problem is, he's got a channel where he's got two stories. One is the Kraken and one is the Leviathan. And he mixed his own stories up in this chat. Ah, dear. Leviathan, Kraken and Godzilla are probably close to it. Oi! I watched the Godzilla documentary. He's real, damn it. Absolutely real. Ah. Diabetes can be managed by diet, but you still need meds for type... Exactly. And this is this crazy shit that killed somebody recently. Oh, he was just getting started on the Kraken. Well, you can fill my Kraken. There was a prehistoric whale called Leviathan melville, basically a big sperm whale. The only Leviathan is the book by Thomas Hope. Wasn't Jonah and the whale, wasn't that a Leviathan? Is that not the Leviathan from the Bible? Was the whale that ate Jonah? True story, bro. A whale swallowed a man and he managed to live in it and get back out. Pinocchio went in there a couple hundred years later. The Kraken story might go into tentacle. God. Don't. You will summon her. I can believe that there are creatures we've never seen. I can believe that prehistoric animals may have been a lot bigger than what we have now. That's where I thought it was going, and never mind. But telling that, we had no idea what I was talking about. There's another really awesome archaeologist YouTuber who debunks the pseudoscience going around. He's called Mini Minute Man. Do you know what, Lyron? I've heard a lot about him recently. Supposedly, the Leviathan is going to swallow the planet. I hope he's fucking thirsty as well, because there's a lot of water he's got to drink. How big is that fish? Mammal. Well, Scientific said giant squids aren't real until they were. This is why I was willing to listen to what he had to say, but he kept banging on. And then when I was like questioning, which I'm allowed to do, that's not. And he started capital letters at me, which is when I lost my rag a little bit. Ain't that a peacekeeper ship from Farscape? Don't confuse them anymore. But yes. Also, they thought monkfish were not real. People eat that. I ain't never going to eat a shit... anything that looks like a shit with googly eyes stuck on it. Have you ever seen a monkfish? And people will order in a restaurant and it comes out whole. Still got the head attached. It's the ugliest fucking thing. People eat that. Look at it. It's got fucking googly eyes. Look at it. Why would you eat that? The one in the Bible is 300 miles long. The reason the Bible is the greatest story ever told. Jürgen, how you doing? So they didn't believe him until someone cut off a tentacle during an attack and took it home. And now people stuff them in their orifices for fun. What a weird world we live on. Because it tastes great. I wouldn't eat something that looks like that. Looks like somebody stepped in a shit and put googly eyes and teeth on it. No wonder some people have a fear of the ocean. who knows what's down there? It absolutely fascinates me. Absolutely fascinates me. But to be argumentative about it, monkfish used to be called poor man's lobster. The tail meat is yummy. Never tried it. Never will. Looks horrid. Lanternfish have googly eyes. They're the ones with the stalk and the... Shut up. Yeah, they fucked up looking fish. They are messed up looking fish. How many pictures? The state on that thing. Don't think you can eat that either. There's not too many pictures of them. Obviously, they're so deep. Yeah. What's that thing? Oh, that anglerfish has got a weird beard. Creepy anglerfish comes to light. Just don't get too close. Are these actually real though? Or do they just assume that these things can live at the bottom of the ocean? Beto, thank you, lovely. Chat's showing disconnected my end for some reason whilst on the loo. So sorry, lovely. You deserve $5 for that. Hey, thank you, Laura Lee. Thank you. I'm glad I've amused you while you tinkle. Look at the blobfish. The stew. If anyone wondered what Smug Puppy did before YouTube, he lived in the fucking sea. Guys! Guys! There's a demon in me sofa! Guys! It looks like... no matter which angle I look at this, it looks fucking worse. What the fuck is that thing? That looks like a toddler has tried to draw a fish-human hybrid. And this poor bastard, he's depressed. Look at him. Oh, put me back in the water, will you? Oh. Case. Ah, nature has a sense of humor. What else? What other fucking weird looking animals? What is that? I don't know whether I hate that or think it's cute. Look at it. Is that a bat or a rat? That can't be real. No. AI modified. Oh dear. It's got a dick nose. Oh. Oh. Is that a frog? That's what I look like if I shave. That's what my chin looks like. It's not a long beard. I'm just fat. What's that? That looks like a zebra's fucked a deer. Or a tiger. Did a menage a trois. Oh, what's that? Didn't he just take his fucking pregnant missus ghost hunting? Somebody's put lipstick on Bob. Somebody's put lipstick on him. Right. I'm not looking at any more funny animals before I get myself into trouble. It's cute in a weird way. My brother has a pet sugar glider. Sugar glider? Pink Angel, I can see your messages. Sorry, I wasn't reading chat. I was too busy laughing at the ugly as fuck animals that remind me of people. Don't tell Pink Angel you can't see her. Giving it away. Frogfish. What's up? Those cute bats from Australia. They're like wolf bats or something. They look like wolf bats. Ooh. He looks cool. They got a derpy bat. Wait, can you say derpy? Oh, look at that. Oh, I want one. They look like little dogs. Wow. I've just been done by AI there. No? No, they fake. It was fake. Wolf bats are fictional predatory creatures from Avatar. AI is dangerous, man. I was going to try and find a flying dog. I don't care what laws I had to break. I wanted one. Sugar gliders. Because I like to call them baby Guinness. I've seen them. They're cool. I've seen them before. Bats are annoying. No, they're not. Hammerhead bat. Oh, what the fuck is that? I want your cookies. Off. Wait, they got a unique mating system. African continent boasts rare wildlife, majestic lions, pangolins. What's a pangolin? Have you ever heard of the hammer-headed fruit bat, an undisputed heavyweight champion of the region's bat population, a fascinating creature also known for being a big-lipped bat, or a hammerhead bat, holds more than just a quirky name. How does it fuck then? A group of megabats, large bats that mainly feed on fruits, nectar and pollen. They're also known as flying foxes because the females fox-like faces, or the hammered fruit bat has a very distinctive appearance that sets it apart from the flying fox species. Its scientific name is... Oh man, they've done him with a name there, haven't they? Ipsingithus monstrosus, which means ugly-nosed bastard. Huge head shaped like a hammer. Males have a large head, females having large nose and lips. Oh, they use the lips to produce a loud honking sound that can be heard from 2 kilometers away. The males use these sounds to attract females and compete with other males during the sea. Anyone horny? Get a mop, ladies. Pangolins. Pangolins? I've never heard of a pangolin. Fucking armadillo. It's an armadillo, right? Are we to know what's real and what's AI? Difficulty. Because those 2 bats that were licking each other look like a real video to me. The aardvark don't walk away, you're my dinner, you stupid ant. That is a Pokemon. It's called the... Fuck knows. No, the last one was called Fuck Knows. Remember the aardvark from the Pink Panther cartoon? Yes. You have a huge pangolin tattoo on your calf. I'd never even heard of one. I've actually seen a pangolin in the wild on safari in South Africa. That's amazing. Same family, Beardo. They look like. They're cool looking though, aren't they? Look at him. He's kind of cute. Kinda. Armadillos. Check out. Check out what? Check out Atasia. That's not real. I've seen these in videos and they're always AI. When these in Madagascar? These things are in Madagascar, right? And they're not even from Madagascar, but they're in the Madagascar lied to us. They are cute. You can't touch them, can you? I'm sure you can't touch these. Like MC Hammer once said. Anteaters are supposedly savage. How do I know if something is AI? It makes me want to throw up. Like last night, I was on Pinterest and almost threw up while looking at AI interior design pics. Like, gross. AI... Depends how AI is used. As a tool, it's fine. When it does everything for people, it's shit. Pygmy marmosets are tiny and cute. All hail the New York Giants. Was that football or baseball? Wasn't that a lemur? I don't know. Just popped a picture of my pangolin tattoo into Discord just in case anyone's interested. Oh, look at that in a bit. Not without consent. Oh, fuck. Not without consent. I think they announce evil or something. What? The locals are afraid of them. How could you be afraid of that? It's so cute. It's a monkey. Are they venomous? I've seen something say they were venomous. They're not. They're just cute monkeys. Why is everyone describing them as ugly? They are cute. I like them. Horseshoe crabs are pretty cool. They are farmed for the copper-based blood. Baseball. Right. No, Beto, that little git is poisonous. Wait. Cute. It can't be poisonous if it's that cute. Frilled lizards are bad at. Oh, I've seen them things. They look like they could rip you to pieces. They look like a dinosaur with the fuck was it called? Jurassic Park, where they made up the dinosaur with the big things and he shot black shit out of his mouth. I really thought they were real dinosaurs and they weren't. Are they the ones that look like face huggers? Horseshoe crab. They look like face huggers. No. Kinda. Kinda. Oh, that way up they do. Whoa. How many pincers he's got? That's a nasty looking crab. Don't want them in your pubes. The Shakespeare of dinosaurs. What? Chameleons are cool. Yeah. I'm going to end soon because I need to nip off and go and do some things. Right, gotta go. Game time. Tiny Henson, catch you soon. New York Giants are American football, aka hand egg. Putu, Koozie. I'm not looking up something called Putu. I look at Putu. I'm not screen sharing just in case. The animal that constantly looks surprised. Or baked. Or really happy to see you. Oh, fucking hell. How cool are they? I like them. We have fossils, but they're completely different. The films made them out to be no venom, and if I remember, no side frills to pop out. I think they had a head crest. Was it a Dilophosaur? Was it a Dilophosaurus? And it was like all little and cute, and then the big fans came out, and then it shot black shit. They completely made it all up. Maybe the name was right. Maybe you're right. You need to eat. I need to eat. I'm fucking starving. That Putu is grip. You leave the Putu Pog alone. Pog. P-O-R-G, not P-A-W-G. I sincerely misread Dilos, you pervert. Mickey lowering the tone. Not everything goes up your foof, alright? Sorry. Ish. Having an intelligent conversation, yeah, and people start trying to insert things. Right. I am going to jump off because I need to go and do some things before 6 o'clock. And I forgot. Before somebody wakes up. Tells me off. I think Megan's just like, dildo? Hey. You're rude. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out today. It's been a bit of fun. I don't know why YouTube disappeared. Facebook, my Facebook Live just magically just disappeared. So I've got a video out just before 7 o'clock. It's around 20 to 30 minutes, I think. The dangers of faith over medicine. So please go and check that out. I'm hoping that video does quite well because we can go further down the route of cultish behaviours and things like that. Hopefully grow the community a bit and get involved with the scam baiters and people as well, because you can kind of interlink all of it, and it does lend itself to the paranormal in my opinion. So please check that out. 8 o'clock, the Paranormal Monkey has got Kenny Biddle on, where they'll be looking at some bullshit. Not inconsistencies in the paranormal. What do they... What? You guys know. Justin, Kenny, it'll be fun. Go watch that. I don't know if Spaghetti's got any wrestling on. I never know what day it's on. Check Discords. They'll tell you in there. So, thank you, everybody. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off and be a doll in Emery's life. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail.
Double standards.
You can go fuck yourself. Can I get a rock?
Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really fucking good at it. Bye.
All the fans know how much he appreciates. You can get a rock. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a rock. Can I get a rock?
Christian banned, Laura banned, Crazy Ken banned, Catherine Lawrence, I don't like avocados, banned, Kathy Lee banned, Christian banned again. Laura Lee, thank you. Laura Lee liked my joke. Look at the rest of you. Idiots. Stop throwing broccoli at me. Vicky Hemming, how dare you? Mickey, how dare you? Donald, why are you throwing grapes? Right, sod off. I really need to go to the toilet.